11 cycles have passed. The 10th will never be. A great machine has cut the gods from the skies. Now the energy of chaos is removed from the world of Lacrin. Magic has ceased to exist. A changed world, a final cycle. There is one final journey to embark upon, a decisive duty filled, a mortal god, a few heroes, a last quest.
Hello everyone, it's all of us coming in for an actual intro today because I thought we haven't had one where we've actually all said hello at the beginning.
Hello? Can I be super professional, Brad?
No.
Can you still hear it twice?
Oh, no, you're good.
Okay.
I think. My headphones are weird. I can't hear everything correctly.
PB, can you hear it twice?
One
I
moment.
am purely hoping that mine is leveled correctly.
I got it blasting.
No, I can't hear it.
Okay.
You're
I
good.
learned how to do Go XLR! Okay, cool.
There's probably going to be all sorts of audio issues today because I have no idea what I'm hearing correctly or not because I've just changed my headphones over, which always ends up being a thing where I find out tomorrow when I watch the VOD back or see bits of the VOD or set the YouTube video live and I go, oh, that was extremely loud and awful the entire time. Great. I'm glad I didn't know. Headphones and audio issues. My favorite thing. Welcome, everybody, to Tablestory's Dying Order, as Disby calls it, Season 2. Which it isn't.
It is. It feels like it, though.
But
It
it
really
Feel
does.
like it.
DLC. I'll call it DLC at best.
DLC. Yeah, sure.
If it was Season 2, I would have called it Season 2, and we could have made a whole thing about it. But sure, if it feels like Season 2,
It just feels like a new arc. Yeah, it does feel like a
yeah.
like if it were an anime, it would be season 2 of the anime. Different arc. Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to be jumping forward in time by about 24 hours, a little over actually. Like probably, I don't know what it would work out as, 26 or 27 hours, something like that. Since we last saw your characters, I thought we could discuss what you think they've been up to a little bit, just so that we have an idea of any specific things that they've done, because I know that we spoke about it at the end of last week, but I was curious as to where you think, if you think your characters have done anything in particular in that time. For example, I know that Aura wanted to send a doctor from the town of Yill, which is about a day's travel south of Bame. You think she did that?
Yeah, if that would fit the time frame, I would have sent a doctor up, and I would also have tried to make potatoes again to convince my new friend that I make potatoes better than raw
All right.
potatoes.
Roll the dice. We'll
Okay.
see. We'll see.
Just a regular, just roll. Okay, just a d20.
Yeah,
I hope you win him over.
15.
Oh yeah.
15. Good roll.
Okay.
I'd say you
Not
did
good
much
enough?
better. Yeah, I think he was less upset with that one.
Okay. I made mashed potatoes. No one can be mad at mashed potatoes.
That's entirely fair.
Okay.
What
Love mashed
about Ellie and Beau? Do you think they just would have sat at the guild for this whole time, or do you think they've been out and done something or anything like that?
After that conversation with Zach, I think Ellie would have definitely sat still, but would have tried to learn her new hand.
Right. Beau has a wound as well. They probably
I got stabbed in the gut.
literally shanked. So
I'm sorry.
yeah, and although he has patched it up and it was only really a flesh wound, probably a good idea to sit still for the day. So
I would say like Holcon would have tried to like come over and sit with us.
yeah,
too.
you've probably. I was thinking that probably if you spent time at the Assassin's Guild with Beau, that Beau's probably probably made a few coins out of Holcon playing cards and drinking him under the table. So both of you roll for me. Ellie, the 16 is for proficiency with the hand. Anything over a 15 was what I was going with, so that was close, to see whether your prosthesis kind of whether you can use it with proficiency. I'd say maybe you're probably not going to be able to immediately use it perfectly, and it's a tinkered thing, and it's not like some of the myoelectric ones that we have nowadays that have sensors on them. It's probably a little more rudimentary, but I'd say you can squeeze with it and stuff probably, and it would be relatively simplistically done, and it's up to you
Have I learned
how
to
you think it would, how you think it might
grab
work.
something and just hold it?
I think you're at the stage where you're trying to grab things, but you're not exactly holding an egg without crushing it yet. I think because the dice roll was to determine whether you could even use it yet, because no one there knew how to use it.
Can I crush a dagger though?
No, I don't think that it's not like.
Because that's all I need to hold is a dagger.
Yeah, it's a normal prosthesis. It's not like a super strength one or anything like that. Although I'm sure that they are around.
I think
it's really
Beau
just
and
to
Holcon are
facilitate.
going, they're drinking and resting and whatnot, and Beau's winning the card games. I think you just see Ellie trying to keep grabbing the daggers until finally she grabs it and then can't hold on to it, and then finally she grabs it and holds on to it and then starts just stabbing the air.
Yeah, I think you're kind of in there somewhere. Basically you figured out that you wrap a part over a shoulder, you can affix it to the end of the wrist, and you figured out how it is that you would move the muscles in your arm that allow it to squeeze and grip and maybe start to mess with each individual finger, but I don't think it's you're
Perfect
not,
yet.
Yeah, nowhere near. And Beau, you've made 14 gold. Congratulations.
Yes!
So add 14 gold to your sheet.
Nice.
And then the other three who were kind of playing doctors and nurses with our washed up castaway. What do you guys think you've been doing in this time? I can tell you some other things as well that I think have been going on around you if you're interested in that first.
I'll just
Sure.
say that I would
Sure.
have been
Jesus Christ.
sleeping.
Oh
Sorry.
my god. What happened to you?
The just sound was very loud.
Oh. Okay.
Tried to open the Twitch chat and an ad played, I guess, and it
Oh,
was
right.
very loud.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, thanks for the ad
Please,
money.
yes. What? You're welcome.
I don't know why
What's
you're thinking
going on
me.
around us? I know that's the joke. Continue. What's going on around us?
So the town is freaking out a bit. Half of the town, most of the town is in motion, and I don't know if you've actually been into town or anything
I
yet.
was just
but
going to say I don't know if we know that because I wouldn't have left. But I believe Toby said that he was going to go into town, right?
Yeah, I was going to go in and just make sure that Egged got the message across in time, and also just pick up some stuff for
Because I
for
don't have
dinner
any
and-
food or anything
yes.
yet. Yep. I just
pick up a
showed
few
up.
vegetables and stuff for our guest.
Right.
Okay, yeah. So you probably would know that there's a commotion, and I don't know how close exactly your cottage is, but I think that the general commotion of the town would you'd be aware of it probably. I don't know whether it would be through sound or whether it just be through lack of sound, or the fact that usually there would maybe be a cart or somebody or something that you would recognize going on, but it doesn't seem to be happening. For the most part, the town seems to have kind of closed its borders, even though it doesn't really have the ability to do that. It's kind of turtling up. And I think, Toby, if you went into town, you would know that. So if you went to the store, actually, let me tell you who's there, because you have there's a few people that you would probably know, and I can give you the characters in a second. So the town, the elder of the town, has been gathering people and sending out scouting parties to look for the Sverfneblin, which are the deep gnomes that live underneath
Right.
Yoskorin. So quite a few people in town. This isn't a militant town at all. The town's people are the militia when they need to be for the most part. There is a few soldiers and town watch guards and stuff, but it works on more like a rudimentary sheriff basis, with people being brought into a militia if something really bad is going on. And as such, little small scouting parties have been sent out to look for the Sverfneblin. They believe there to be an attack because of the quakes. That was their first
Right.
instinct.
And I told them that was pointless. It's not this first Neblin. It's a magical catastrophe is what I'll...
The shopkeep is a very religious person known as Isku, and whoever, I guess you went and bought a bunch of stuff from them. They probably would have informed you that half of the town don't believe that it's Sverfneblin. Half of them believe it to be just normal quakes or nature-based things. This particular gnome thinks that it is some sort of warning from Sylvanus, who's a god of nature. There are a few people in town. In fact, if you roll for me, this is what I wanted you to roll for. Let's see if you pick up on anything else. 12. Yeah, you also heard probably in town that there is that some of the gnomes found this strange device that had washed up on the shore, a big kind of bronze looking thing that looks like it would probably fit a few people to sit in, kind of like a ship, but not too rounded and strange, filled with all sorts of strange contraptions that appear to be broken, and there's a few people that think that whatever that is linked to whatever happened. This thing washes up, and then all this crazy stuff starts happening around town, and that scouts have been sent to the nearer cities and towns as well. So for the most part, the town is recovering partially because they all feel terrible. Basically, every gnome in town was hit by the sudden removal of magic, kind of like losing a strange sense. So everyone's feeling very sick. Everyone's freaking out, and for the most part, they think that the Sverfneblin are about to attack. So they're concerned about it, and they're sending out scouting parties and stuff. So there's not a lot of people in town.
Well, I don't care that much, so I just get,
Right.
give
Then
them
you
the
would have brought
message.
this stuff back, and yeah.
Yeah, and then I went back up and made a good hearty meal for our guests.
I'm
because
sorry. You
I'm the
just
better
make. Oh,
Yeah.
I knew you were going to say that, and you're wrong. But are you just making yourself at home in my kitchen?
Yeah, well, someone has to.
It took 2 hours for them to cook the meal between bickering. But the meal they cooked,
Oh, I'm definitely over his shoulder telling him how to do, and that he's putting too much salt in here or
No.
not enough over there. Absolutely. I was backseat cooking the entire time.
Yeah, well, it was noticed, although not appreciated, sure.
and then Tuesday, roll me 1 dice roll as well, just to see how messed up you are. 12. Pretty much recovered then. We kind of spoke about your level of recovery over this time. And I'd say you're probably very weak, but you're essentially like lucid and recovered. You're going to be hungry. You haven't eaten properly, and all of that level of fatigue is probably still there. But I think instead of being kind of completely crazed, a decent night's rest plus some actual food and water has probably done a huge amount to bring you around, but probably only up to around this evening. I think probably by the time we get to your scenes, you'll be the first time that you're really kind of not just a crazed castaway, you know, I think you're probably feeling
Well, we
little
bathed her
better.
and tended to her wounds, and then she slept, right?
Yep.
pretty
Yeah.
much.
I think
Alright.
I've probably mostly been sleeping.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd imagine that's the whole thing. And there's been an owl that has just been on your roof, like pretty much the whole time, I would say. Maybe at one point during the night, the previous night, the owl would have disappeared, maybe to get some food, and then would have returned again, sits perched on your roof. Very much like it doesn't seem, I think, to you and to Toby like the owl is just relaxing there. It seems, I think, like it's a guard owl, is what it seems like. It seems watchful.
All right.
And I think you
Okay.
get that sense as well. So we ended the last session probably very, very late afternoon, and an evening would have passed, a full day, and we're now in the middle of the second evening, probably quite late as well.
All right.
Probably something like 11 midnight, somewhere around there would be where we come in. And we're going to shift over straight away to Bellona. And Beau and Ellie are in the Assassin's Guild. Again, a full day has been and gone. Do you think you've been outside, either of you, since you got back?
Yeah, maybe just to stretch, get some air, but because of all the chaos, I probably would have gone right back inside.
Yeah. It's still chaos outside, pretty much entirely. So it's pretty hard to get around town.
I feel like I would have only gone up if Beau did. Like I just would have followed.
You've got plenty of stores of food and water and drinks and stuff to do.
Yeah.
In the Assassin's Guild, you don't really have to go and get food or anything like that. So
I think while we were up and Beau was checking up what was going on outside, I definitely think I would have tried to talk to the bartender, the lady there.
the one upstairs.
Yeah, the one upstairs.
Yeah, she's locked the doors. She's pretty much, I think, just holed up with you guys, but up in her area. She has quarters above the bar there. So she's kind of just up, just sitting, I think, the entire time. And I think when you go out there, she's probably pretty freaked out. Her name is Nell, by the way. She's a half-elf. She's younger than you are. She's young, but I can't remember what age I said she was.
Are you saying I'm old?
No, I'm saying that you're actually quite young and she's younger than you are, but I can't remember how old you are. Oh, we don't know how old you are. You're just a mysterious age, I think. That's why I didn't know her age. I remember her being younger than you. She's just a slightly younger half-elven woman.
Yeah, so she's probably a couple years younger than me or something.
I think so, yeah.
We probably get along quite well because she's been around as long as I, well, maybe not as long as I have, but we were around the same age when she came around.
Yeah, she just has no
So-
talent for, like, actual assassin work, but there are plenty of people on the payroll of the syndicate that aren't assassins that still technically work for the guild and things like that. So she's just
And they
one
get
of
the
those.
benefits of being like watched over by the guild and all that.
She's a key
But
holder.
I think as I'm leaning against the bar, I'll be like, did anybody try to get in? Did anybody knock or anything?
She, well, actually, let's find out if anyone would have been around. No. She, shakes her head. She pours a drink. She actually maybe looks a little tipsy. She's probably just been drinking the majority of the time. Not like hard drinking, but just like with very little else to do. The place actually probably doesn't look as badly in disarray as it would normally, even though the town is falling apart, where she's been cleaning, but doesn't, outside of the work that she does, I don't think she probably does a lot. other than just maybe relax and drink. So she's probably sitting there with a drink. She pours one for you, and it's like a dark looking liquid from an old looking bottle, and she pushes one across the table to you, whether you want it or not. And she pours one for herself and looks towards the door, bolted up, several locks. Points at the window, which is on the rear facing wall. It's a small thing at the top, and says, "No, nothing. Not from the door. Nothing in the window. Good thing, really, but I don't think anyone even knows we're here half the time."
Well, it's probably better for them that they don't know we're here. I take a piece of parchment and I start like writing on it, and I slide the liquid over to Beau if he wants it.
Oh, I take it.
And then, so I write 2 names on it, and then I pass it to her, and I say, well, you remember these 2? And the parchment would say Kalugi and Grim.
Yeah. Let's see if she knows them. She knows Grim. Does not know Kalugi. She says, "Oh, that one's a bit of a... Well, surely he's getting involved in the looting, isn't he?"
I doubt he's getting involved in the looting, but he's probably getting involved with the fighting. He might be someone that would be good to know, despite maybe having some powers stripped of him.
All right. So if he shows up, what do you want me to do?
Let him in. Tell me.
Okay. And the other one, I don't know that. Who's that? Who am I looking for?
He's some crazy asshole, but you should still let him in too. Just ask for his name first.
All right. She folds the paper up, puts it in her pocket. He pours another drink out, pushes it across to you.
Right. I take the drink and start sipping from it. I look at Beau and I'm like, you reckon we should go look for Grim? We know where he's at.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't hurt. But who's to say, well, I can't really remember where we left things off with Grim. But I don't think it was on a bad note.
I think he knows now more than ever that both of us could easily take him down now.
Or the other way around, he always had the muscle.
He was stripped of his god's powers. I think we're fine.
Either way, it wouldn't hurt to look for him.
Yeah. He'll probably have some questions. He might welcome us reluctantly. How far away was the other bar? The Flute and Owl?
Not far at all.
I think it was it the Flute and Owl or the Flute Bear or something?
The Flute and Owl Bear.
Oh, Flute and Owl Bear.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's on Cloudfang Street, and you're on an alleyway, pretty much, or a smaller road that's just an unnamed road that's off of Cloudfang Street. It's the same long strip of road that runs along the riverside that you guys went up to previously. It's just much further down. You just have to go along. It's not too far.
I think that I would try to leave and go towards that. But I think I would go out an entrance that wasn't like something that needed to be locked in the bar area. I think I would go out like a secret exit.
Yeah, you could go back down the steps and up the other steps that take you out the Pinnacle exit.
Yeah.
Street side.
I'd let Beau follow if he wants.
Before she does go, I take her by the hand kind of just to get her attention, and I look directly in her eyes. What about Aura and Suuna, though?
I'm hoping we'll hear from Aura soon. I'm not sure there's much else we can do. We have to wait for Zach anyway. And Suuna, I mean, it'll take us a couple weeks, if not a month, to get to her. So...
I feel it in my gut they're in trouble. Maybe not so much Aura, but Suuna, yes.
Yeah. I think we're all in trouble if we don't get together soon enough.
Agreed.
But I think while we're waiting for Zach, we might as well try to get more allies, maybe.
No, I agree with you. That's why I think we should definitely try and find Grim.
Okay. Well, as soon as Zach's back and tells us what's going on, hopefully we can take off for either of them. Do we have a means? Do we have a means of sending like carrier birds, like send messages?
You in the Assassin's Guild do, but it has to be to somewhere that the pigeons or doves that have been to before. So to get a message to someone specific without magic is basically impossible. To get a message to BAME, you could do that.
Okay, I think I would.
Or to Yoskarin or to CT, you could technically do that, yeah.
I think I would have during the 24 hours. I do think I would have tried to send messages to both those.
Okay.
And just a basic like we're in the Assassin's Guild.
Yeah.
And then like that's it. That way, and it would have had like Suuna and it would have had Aura's name on it. That way, they would understand what that means.
Yeah, a message being sent and received by carrier pigeon is not completely random. I'm sure like everyone would understand what it was. And it's not a secret thing to just receive one. It's not like it has like from the Assassin's Guild on it or anything like that as return address. So yeah, we can say that you sent a message to...
Can I change what it says? It says find us with the assassins or something. That way it's like a little more coded. That way they're like, it's a guild. It's more like, wait, the assassins, what's that mean?
Okay.
The people who don't know, that might read.
Yep.
Okay. So that's what I would say.
And that would have gone to BAME General and CT General. Same message, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. That one would say to Aura and one would say to Suuna. Yeah, okay. We can say that you did that at some point during the day.
Okay.
And then the two of you head street side back out to the slightly less chaotic but still rather busted up looking city of Bologna. I think over the day, the first day was spent kind of most people recovering, reeling from the sudden loss of magic, the impact that had on certain things like the Arcani that was in use, the trains, the airships, anybody that was using magical artifacts, anyone who was magical in nature. You probably would have heard reports, just maybe one or two assassins have come and gone and mentioned that they'd seen this and seen that. There are all sorts of weird things going on. For example, every single beholder in the world is dead, just died. They can't live, they can't sustain themselves on magic. There seem to be a lot of creatures, the fey creatures or creatures that are more in tune with their nature-based selves, such as the high elves or something, not necessarily you guys because you're city-based. Half elves probably not as strongly attuned to nature magic, but the gnomes, things like that, they all seemed to have had like a very bad turn, but for the most part seem to be recovering. It seems that there are other creatures like Ganassi, which are kind of like elemental genie types, that just seem to have immediately become mortalized. Anything that relied on magic to survive is either dying or dead. But for the most part, things that were previously immortal have either gone, they vanished seemingly immediately, or returned to their plane or realm. It might have been a different plane of existence, like hell or the shadow fell or something like that. Or they were made mortal and they're trapped here and they've become like a mortal version of themselves. A mortal, not an immortal version of themselves. And I think you've probably heard some of those reports from around town, but not a lot else. There was some looting around town. Many of the places were where the shops are and stuff broken into. There were carts and stuff that were turned over that weren't affected by the initial dangers, but they were looted and people robbing
I
other
feel like
people,
there'd
things
be
like that.
increase in contracts too because of people getting looted. They want people killed for it.
Maybe not within the first 24 hours, but I think you can assume ones are going to come in.
Yeah, they're going to start coming in and be like, well, we should probably get started.
Right.
But like, not me, obviously.
And also most people have just been gathering in city centers. There are places, the churches, temples, town halls, and taverns have actually seen a huge increase in numbers. So apart from the one which you've closed because the Assassin's Guild don't want more attention, some of the other taverns, probably the one that you're heading towards, have filled a little more because they have resources, food, and protection. Some people's houses have broken, some people have been looted, and people are scared and stuff like that. It's calmed down a little, but it seems more like an eye of the storm in that there's going to be a repercussion of some of these things. No word from Zach or the contact that he was meeting, but I think that's about it. For when you come back up now in the middle of the night, a lot of the debris and stuff has been moved away from any of the areas that were busted up. The cart that was overturned that Beau looted has been moved, and some of the place is trying to get back to normal. There's a much higher presence of what seems to be town watch and militant types, but I think it's a little less directly chaotic when you come back up and start to head down towards where the tavern is. And as you do approach, it seems almost as if it's business as usual in that tavern. When you see it, it's one of the only buildings that has lights outside. The city was partially magically lit. There was an almost magical connection that people would go around, wizards would go around and light the street lamps. Now it's back to the old lamps that they had a couple of 100 years ago, these old oil lamps, and people are hooking lamps up in front of their own homes and stuff. So it's very dark out, oddly dark for what you expect Bologna to have. And underfoot, it's damp. Most of the snow is gone now. It's melted away, and there's a light drizzle and rain. It's been raining a little pretty much the entire time, but not a heavy rain in any way, just kind of a drizzle. So it's a little damp out, very dark, apart from as you approach the tavern in the distance there. You can see that it very much seems like business as usual, people laughing and drinking, but very, very busy. Very, very busy as you get closer to the tavern, and you head up. It's one of the places that hasn't been looted, though you can see maybe a couple of storefronts that have been. Looking inside or approaching, you can see there's not a single table that's free, but there are plenty of people in there, and everyone seems to have a drink. Half of them with awkward smiles, half of them with what just seem to be drunken smiles, and no immediate sign of either Kalugi or Elden Grimm.
I would make my way to the bar then immediately, or shove my way into the bar area.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
And turn to Beau and I'd be like, these women that are working, right?
And I turn to the ladies, and unfortunately, not one of them looks familiar. They go by different shifts. I'm usually here in the wee hours in the morning.
So we need to wait, or you need to work your magic on one of these women? Because I can't work any magic on them. I mean charm. I don't mean actual magic.
I don't know if I still have it in me.
Sure.
I brush my shoulders off, and I guess I make my way to the bar lady and attempt to strike a conversation.
Yeah, you head on up to the bar. It's very crowded. There's no room to squeeze in, so you maybe have to kind of barge a shoulder through. A few minutes probably pass before you see one of the barmaids head over to you, a kind of middle-aged woman. She looks very tired, like she's been working non-stop, hair kind of a little frayed, as she turns and says, is it food or drinks?
Hey, Barbara, is that you? It's Beau. Long time no see.
Oh, Beau, you made it.
Oh, I got the name right. So Barbara, I'm actually not here for food or drinks. I actually have a question for you.
Not now, Beau. I'm exhausted. I don't know if you've noticed, but the town's kind of on fire.
I nudge him and I point to his wallet.
I was just gonna grab it. And I bring out my coin bag and wiggle it in her face to tease her maybe. Well,
All right, yeah, okay.
I gave you a little something.
I have 5 minutes. Hey, I have 5 minutes, all right? All right, follow me. We'll go up to one of the rooms. I think there's a...
Oh,
probably
wait,
one spare.
what? No. Not
No,
exactly.
no. This is perfect. This is perfect. Let's go up to. It's private. Let's. Yeah.
Okay.
Trust me. You don't have to do anything. Just let's follow her.
Okay.
Yeah, she moves around the bar. She takes like an apron off, puts it on the shoulder of one of the other barmaids, and moves around the side of the bar and heads towards where the stairs are. There's stairs that lead up to the upper level, and then there's another level above that in this bar where there are rooms and stuff. You guys stayed here before, I think. Some of you didn't, some of you didn't.
Yeah.
You did.
As we're following her up, I think I would whisper to Beau, 5 minutes? Is that all it takes?
No, it's not.
That's what she's expecting?
No, it's not.
Okay, I'm not gonna judge. Like, I mean, I haven't even done that, so it doesn't matter, but 5 minutes? I've heard it last way longer than that.
It does. Anyway, let's focus on the mission at hand. We're here to ask her questions, not spend.
I'm gonna ask her this.
She's pushing past people, moving up the stairs, and eventually you get to the top floor where there's just rows of rooms. There's maybe 10 doors on each side, and there's another side that has another 10 rooms. It's a pretty big establishment. Once she gets up to that top level, she starts moving along the doors and just hitting them. Anyone in there? Fuck off. Anyone in there? Please, just some privacy. And then just some crying on the other side until eventually she hits one twice and then opens up the door. She moves in. When she moves into the room, she turns to you and for the first time, I think, sees Ellie. And
yes.
She looks and says, "Oh, no. Oh, no."
No.
Oh, I'm just here to watch.
Look, we're not here to get hanky-panky, sweetheart. We're here. I just want to ask you some questions.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. I don't know if you've seen our good friend Grim. Can't miss that fella. He's big, strong. Please tell me you've seen him.
Kalugi and Grim, we're looking for them. Have you seen them?
And that Loogie fella, yes.
Yes.
But you're actually here to ask questions.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry to disappoint. I know 5 minutes is
It's not
a long time, but...
Well, yeah, I mean, you have to include the 4 minutes of getting up here. Okay. Grim. Haven't seen Grim, actually, in a little while. Kalugi's probably here.
Kalugi's here.
Probably. Can't really be sure. He usually sits at that table on the second level, so I don't go up there.
All right.
Kind of hard to work out, though. Seen quite a few people come and go. There's a whole family in here somewhere.
Oh.
Wait, so when's the last time you saw Grim?
Weeks ago.
Weeks?
Yeah.
Brad, do we know if this weeks would deduce to, like, our time missing?
We
You've been
spent
missing
10 weeks on the road.
Yeah, you've been gone for...
We've been gone way longer than that, then.
Yeah, you've been gone for about 2 months.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Did he say where he was going, Grim?
I don't know if he ever says anything other than fuck and piss off.
Oh, he says a lot if you say the right things to him first.
And once you get to know him.
That's true. Did he get close to any other bar ladies ever?
No, he's not really that sort of type. Although I did see him speaking with Kalugi more, which was a bit weird. They don't seem like the usual team up.
Well, I guess that's the start then. And you said Kalugi's here on the second floor by himself?
Don't know. Probably. Maybe. Sometimes.
Probably drunk again.
Definitely drunk.
Yeah, well, I guess that's all we needed.
Yeah.
Let's go see if Kalugi's here.
All right. Well, he hands you the key to this room, Beau. Yeah, if you want it to talk privately. then I suppose
okay.
you paid for the room, so...
Well, wait. Here's your gold, and I give her 10.
How you get money like that?
These are hard times, and you need it, Barbara.
All right, who are you, and what have you done with Beau?
I am Beau.
Just chalk it up to if he ever wants a conversation later. Maybe you make it up to him.
There's no time for that.
And I walk out the room.
Ay.
Yeah, she pockets the money and walks out as well. Back to work for me.
I appreciate the time, Barbara, and thank you for the room too.
He heads down the stairs and into the fray of people. Very, very busy tavern below.
I start walking up to the second story, or towards the second story at least.
I close the door and follow Ellie.
Yeah, there's 3 floors, and I'm talking English, and in America the second floor is the third floor, so it's the ground floor, it's the first floor for you guys where he would be, and the there's the bottom bar that splits where there's a huge bar in the center. Then it goes upstairs, and there are kind of rows that sit around, and you can look down onto the central bar. That was where you met Kalugi before. He was over by a big fireplace, just heading down the stairs and looking towards your right. You'll see the fireplace and probably see a lot of people over there. Both of you can roll me dice, please.
Ew. 14.
A 14 and a 19. Yeah, you can pretty clearly see Kalugi. He's standing on a table at 2 full bottles of what look like wine in each hand, and he's wearing nothing but socks. And he's standing there doing like a dance, and everybody's laughing and clapping at him. There's a few people looking shyly away from him, but most people are just laughing either with him or at him, pointing. And he's just singing his songs. There's a bird up when you went up to the place. That's what I
think
said.
I would stand.
And then when you were, I'm a big hero. And it's awful. Like, it's the worst. As a bard, you would be disgusted to witness that he's trying to sing along with the background music.
He's lost himself.
As he's doing this, I would stand directly in front of him. So when he turns this way, I just shake my head and say, I thought it'd be a lot bigger.
Listen, love. I don't even know who you are, right? If you want to hop on up here, I'll show you a magic trick. Make it grow.
I step up on the table.
All right, you ready? See if you can dance in time with me.
As he does that, I lift up both my hands, and then I have the hand that's like the mechanical one, and I just slowly ball into a fist, kind of. I'm like, are you sure you want to do this? I mean, I could use this hand. And it's like all mechanically and looks like it's just janky, and I can't control it fully yet.
What the fuck is that?
I mean, I thought that was your kink.
It can be.
I immediately jump on the table too, and I give Kalugi a slap on the cheek.
Which cheek?
Cheeky. Hey.
His face cheek.
Beau.
Kalugi, it's me and Ellie.
Well, bugger me.
Yeah.
You look different.
Yeah, I'm normal.
And I would like to formally apologize right now for everything I just said. Please don't kill and eat me.
I might.
Please
Still.
don't. All right. Yeah. He hands you a bottle of wine. Take that. I haven't drunk any of it yet. I promise. That's on the house from me. And then you don't want this one, Beau. I've been doing
I'll
stuff
pass. Thank you, though, Kalugi.
You don't want to know.
No, we do want to know something, though.
You're back.
Have you seen Grim?
Yeah.
When? When was the last time you saw him?
Let's see. How many days has it been since the fucking world ended?
I look at Beau.
It's been some time, but it stopped snowing. But
Well, I
now-
mean, it went to chaos yesterday.
Yesterday.
yeah, just about yesterday was when shit really hit the fan.
Oh, fuck me. Alright. I'd have said it had been about a week. So, taking that into account, carry the one. Probably ain't seen Grim in about a year.
What now?
Yeah, I don't know. Been a while, though.
I know a place where we can drink, and there's a hot barmaid there that you could hit on and
I'm in.
probably get free drinks from.
Pulls up his trousers. Starts buckling them.
How
Where's
about
my
time?
coat? Has anyone seen my coat? Who stole it?
I look around for his cloak.
Roll me a dice.
18.
Oh,
It's on him. He's already put it on. Where is it? I don't know what.
I yank it then. I yank it to get him off the table.
All right, where are we going then?
We're gonna go to just a little stroll. It takes about, I don't know, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It'll be fine. Here, you can have this alcohol.
No, fuck this shit. That's what you made me do last time. And I ended up inside a fucking mind hole.
And
Fighting a
we're not
fucking
doing
whatever.
that. We're going to
This
drink. We're
time's
just
different.
going to drink.
I'm not
Look
fighting
at
another
me. You're still
demon.
gonna learn.
I'm not
You're
doing
gonna
it.
learn how to use this. You're fine. You're good.
All right, just make me one promise. No demons.
no.
No demon. I don't even think we could find a demon, even if we wanted to.
Isn't he being hunted by a demon?
No one's being hunted by a demon.
There was
No
a
one's
demon that he's promised his soul to or something. If you
Yeah,
come
well,
and
good
take me
luck.
to feed.
The demon's not coming up here for a while. I think we're fine.
Yeah,
we
no,
have a
that-
lot we need to talk about.
All right, fine. I'll follow you. All right, but if there's any fucking demons, I'm out.
Okay,
I
deal.
assist Kalugi, seeing as he probably can't walk steadily.
He's stable-ish. He's a functioning alcoholic, bless him. And yeah, where are you headed to?
Back to the assassin's bar.
Yeah, I assumed as much. All right, so we see you guys head out of this bar and back down towards the Assassin's Guild bar, the secret bar of the Assassins, and we're going to switch over again. We're heading over to the jungles once again to see how our swampy friends are getting along. In the jungle, the mighty jungle,
The
there
lion.
is
I'm sorry.
there is probably
Sleeps tonight.
not a lion, right? Lions are not in this. They wouldn't be here.
In the jungle, the mighty jungle. What? Really? Really?
No,
You're
I know what you're
quoting-
doing, but there
Okay.
probably isn't actually a lion here. There's probably jaguars and panthers and stuff, and manticores. Back at your cottage, there is Toby there? Are you all three of you there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think probably for the first time maybe all day, Kairo rouses from a sleep and actually maybe stands up and wanders out from the bedroom that she had been sleeping in. And there's a flutter of wings at the window. Do you have any open windows or doors?
Yes. I like fresh air.
Then I would imagine that Keepy, just this relatively large owl, big wingspan, moves into the room immediately. At one end of the cottage, in the doorway, Kairo kind of stands, and it's at that moment that Keepy flies in, finding somewhere to perch, a shelf or maybe a table or a back of a chair or something. Keepy leaning round, large eyes staring at Kairo as you rouse and probably feel a little better, Kairo.
So I'm stumbling out into the main room here, and I nod at Keepy and start walking toward him, and I say, "Something smells good."
Oh, you're up. Wonderful. There's a meal here and a seat, and I'll get some tea.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'll get you. I'll get you up like
Just
ready.
sit down. I'm already up. I'll get the bowl and everything. It's fine. Just
Come join me then.
And I'll head over and join him.
So there was a bit of hustle and bustle about the town.
Oh, well, what's going on?
They found a thing.
The what?
A thing, a big sort of brass thing. Is that, you know, big
Oh,
brass thing on a beach or anything?
right. Yeah. Well, that's how I got here.
a big machine on the beach.
Yeah.
All right.
That's.
So you came by water. Shit.
Yeah, not really by choice, but it was the only way.
Well, okay. And,
Here you go.
I wouldn't say that if other people are here, because some of the people in town, they think that that's what caused all the problems.
The quakes and everything.
what-
Yeah.
Well, those people are idiots. It's because magic is dying, but that's all right. Let's just blame it on a girl in her ship. Sounds about
Quakes.
right.
Yeah, I suppose it's too late to hide it then.
Too late to hide what?
Well, the vessel.
Yeah, too late for that. There wasn't anyone else with you, right? Just
Just me and Keepy. And I look over at Keepy and put my arm out for him to fly over.
Eat up, sweetheart.
you know, there's
right.
there's boar meat. If Owl likes the boar meat.
Oh, well, he prefers to. Well, he likes live. He gets his own food.
Okay. Well,
Right, wonderful.
he gets on food, and that's fine. That's
Yeah.
fine.
He'd tell me if he was hungry. Well, in a way, I can't talk to him, but you know.
That would be handy, though.
Yeah.
So how are you feeling? Well,
I'm tired.
mhm.
But whatever you put on my leg seems to have. And I'll look down and. Does it look a lot less angry? It was a pretty bad burn, Brad. I don't know if.
Yeah, they tended to it successfully. So
Nice.
although it's all healed, it's not
Mm-hmm.
the worst. Not bad, and it's not getting worse.
This doesn't hurt nearly as badly as it did. So whatever you did, thank you.
Well,
Oh,
that's good.
I said it first.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't mean to cause an. No.
Oh, you didn't cause
Oh,
anything.
no, that was all Suuna. Don't worry about it.
Are you
How's the
two
food?
brother and
is
sister?
the food good? No.
Probably terrible. There's not enough salt.
No, there's how's the food?
Oh, it's really good. Thank
See,
you.
that's what I thought. Yeah.
Of course, I could eat anything right now.
Yeah, but
Do you
you'd
hear that?
rather
She could eat anything, even the
you'd
most
rather-
disgusting saltless bowl of.
you'd rather eat this because it's very good.
It's good.
Yeah. I know.
So, I had a dream about you, and I point to Suuna.
Whenever you're ready, go on.
Well, there's not much to it, really. I just knew you were here, and you had a black eye, and
Right.
it turned green,
Right.
and I kept asking you questions.
What kinds of questions?
Well, I kept asking you if you knew if my friends were alive or what was going on, and you didn't have answers for me, but I saw you here. I saw the jungle and the houses on stilts, and
And she didn't give you a straight answer, so that's accurate.
Oh,
Where did you come from?
well, I can't really talk too much about my mission. You see, I'm with the Inquisition,
Oh, right.
and
Inquisition.
we were on a mission, and well, things went sideways, and well, my first vision was about that vessel that's on the beach, and I somehow got that thing to get me here. I don't suppose it'll ever work again, but anyway, and I told you about the other visions? About Bologna?
Yes, in the
Right.
hands.
The hands, but there was also a figure. You see, the hands destroy, and then I turn around, and there's a figure, and he's in the shadows. And all I can see are yellow eyes, and he's terrifying. And, well, do you know anything about that?
I don't know why you think I would.
Well, I mean, you were in my other vision. I just thought maybe they were connected
Right,
somehow.
and is that why you work for the Inquisition, because of these visions?
Oh, no, actually, these are new.
So you being here is unrelated to the Inquisition. They didn't send you here after me or anything?
No, not at all. In
Oh.
fact, I can't contact anyone. I might have lost half my team, and I'm probably saying too much as
That's a
it is.
relief.
But
Well,
I mean,
we're
not
gonna
losing half
tell
your
any-
team. Well,
you have dealings with the Inquisition?
no, no, absolutely not. None whatsoever. And I would like to not have any more. Any ever.
Uh,
At all.
Okay,
Mhm.
right. Yeah, I guess we're not welcome everywhere, but
Well, I just think, limiting magic to only the people with power is dangerous.
oh,
And
This again.
that's your whole kit and caboodle, right?
do you want to get into it?
No, not really. I just no. You're right. Would you like some more of the delicious meal?
Please, I'm very hungry.
Great.
It's good enough for seconds. You fetch that.
Yeah,
Suuna,
I'll
that'd be
fetch
great.
it. I will fetch it because it's my kitchen.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. Could you do me a wee favor?
Me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just see, she's really into all the magical stuff and all that, and apparently that's all went away. So just ask her how she's doing.
She
It will be better
Yeah.
from you. Maybe. I'm not sure. But she talked about it on occasion. Just ask her how she's doing.
all right.
Okay, good.
All right, here you go. Seconds. Seconds.
Yeah. You
And
sure
they'll
you don't
get
want
right
seconds?
up to the top,
Suuna?
so be sure to eat all of it.
Thank you.
Do you want any tea or anything?
Water would be lovely.
Yes, I have some water here. Hold on.
Yeah.
Right, there you go. Nice big tall glass of water. Eat up.
Right.
Your
so,
strength.
in my dream, your eye. I mean, how are you?
Oh, that's nice of you. I'm all right. I didn't even realize that my eye had changed until you mentioned it, and then I looked in the mirror and there it is.
Yes. It wasn't always that way. Then the dream is
No, I
real.
did. Yes, and I'm shocked that you saw it. I don't understand what that means.
I don't either. I don't think it bodes well for Bologna, though. If you're real, no offense,
That troubles me. I have friends in Bologna.
but your eye changing.
Yes,
Are you? Did you feel it? You said you didn't know.
I didn't notice. No, but I mean, all of magic kind of trickled out all at once, and I.
Magic?
Yes, you don't feel it.
Well, I don't feel magic.
Isn't that your job?
Well, I don't feel it.
Well, what about any magical items that you have or have collected or stolen?
I
People.
don't feel my bow, and I gesture toward the corner of the room where presumably I would have put it when I got here, or somebody would have.
Yeah, that's a great example. Touch it.
No,
or try to use it.
No, I did. I'm telling you, I don't feel it. It doesn't do what it used to.
That's my point exactly. Magic has just died. It's gone from the world. So
And
a
you
lot
had it.
happened. Oh yes, yes, I did, and I think my eye was the way that it was because of that. But
I look over at Toby.
It's been a little difficult actually. I'm quite tired and I'm finding it hard to breathe. And
To breathe.
yes, breathing it. Yes, I'm all right though. Thank you for asking. It's very sweet.
Right.
I
Wait.
think we need to send word.
You said you
Bologna.
have friends
I
in
do.
the city.
I do.
Yeah, I would send word.
It's probably not gonna be. Everywhere's going to be a bit chaotic, I expect, and especially somewhere like Bologna. So trying to get messages in and out is not going to be. I mean, who knows if ships are even going to try and travel, or even what the seas are going to be like, you know?
I don't know, but I didn't like that vision, and given that you have friends there, I don't think you would have liked it either.
Well, are you suggesting we leave?
I don't know. I've had a few other visions, but
Like what?
well, this wouldn't make any sense to you. It's Worston. You see, he's with the Inquisition as well. He's
Is that a friend of yours?
not exactly. No, he's just a team member.
Oh,
Anyway,
I wouldn't know what that's like.
in this vision, he tries to shoot me. And I block for someone else, and then I don't know.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right,
What
honey.
do you look like?
Don't strain yourself.
He's a Frobolg, and
Okay, that makes it easier.
he's I don't know. He's under 100 years old, but near it. And
Okay.
and the place is definitely underground, but it's not anywhere I'm familiar with.
All right, well, how about you stay out of the underground? And if I see a furbolg and it's him, you give me the nod, and I'll shoot him first. I'm a good shot. Plenty of practice out here.
Oh, God, here we go.
Recommend that. He's been with the Inquisition a long time. He's a
Yeah,
He
but
wins one award, and now he just can't stop talking about what a great shot he is.
Oh. a marksman, are you?
Oh, for crying out loud.
Well, since you asked, you know, I've been out here longer than I'd like to see, but over that time, you gain certain skills when you're out hunting your own food, and part of that is making sure that when you get the shot, you land the shot, and you know, in the CT shooting competition, they only held once actually. I think people just felt like they couldn't compete. So, you know, there was 1 year of
That's
it.
because
and
there's only
I
3 people
won,
competing
and-
every year. It's boring.
Oh,
Well, I won first place. So,
first place is first place.
it is.
She's very sweet.
Oh, speaking of sweet, are you making cakes?
I don't think she needs cake right now, Toby. I think she needs. I
I'd
think
eat
she.
it.
She thinks she needs it.
Oh, I don't need it. I don't want to put anyone to any trouble.
Oh, it's no trouble at all. It's no trouble at all. I'll just start making some cake right now.
Yeah, the second best cake in CT.
The second best cake.
Yep. As soon as the mangoes are in season, I'll make my mango sponge, and you'll have the best cake in CT.
I didn't do just.
Well, this is a new cake recipe, by the way, that I picked up on my travels, and it is the best cake, not just CT, in
You don't
all
have
of the
to-
land. I'm making it now. I'm making it. Don't worry. It's not a bit of trouble. Not a bit of trouble at all. Hold my walking stick.
Okay.
No trouble at all.
She's very passionate about cake.
I see that. And you're not brother and sister, you know?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Neighbors.
Neighbors?
Yeah. She, you know, as you could probably tell, sort of imposed herself as my neighbour. I was out here sort of on my own, and then shows up one day, and then I've got a neighbour, so that's how it is.
I see. You have an interesting relationship.
Well, you know, a friendly competition.
Yeah.
I win, she comes second, and I'm friendly about it, so that's just how it is.
I see.
She tries, so makes an effort.
That's good.
There's no shame in being second best, you know.
Yeah, it's better to be first, but
It is better to be first. I agree.
so yeah.
Thanks for checking on, by the way. That was nice. Good job.
Yes, it seems like she's okay. Except for the breathing thing, I would worry about that.
She's just she's too stubborn to you know, to let it to admit to herself.
Have you
she's
noticed her have trouble breathing?
I mean, she mentioned it, but I thought maybe she was just a bit panicky with everything happening. It's maybe just that. But you just keep her mind off it, a bit of banter here and there. She won't focus on it, and she'll deal with it in time. She just needs a bit of, you know.
Do you have a healer in town, or?
But yeah, I'm somewhat of a healer, and Suuna, she's pretty handy as well.
Oh,
You're out
maybe
here,
you can listen, you know, to her lungs.
Well, I don't know if I would know quite that much. Maybe. Well, I don't have any sort of equipment, and it's just.
Then maybe she should see a healer.
I don't think it's like a sickness. I mean, she doesn't, you know, look all peaky or whatever. So.
Speaking of town, though, what else did you hear? You heard about my vessel?
I didn't in about 20 minutes. We'll have some cake.
Oh,
Fantastic. Well, the other things in town, was a bunch of fools getting worked up and going out searching for Sverfnebelin. And
Oh, for crying out loud.
I know.
what?
Go on, sorry.
They're wee angry fellas that live underground, not dwarves. Like they're gnomish kind of evil.
Underground?
peasant fella.
Yes, and they're at war with each other. I swear, an orc farts and they think the war's coming. And then the whole town is just about, oh, the war is here and they're attacking. And which, I mean, to be fair, there have been a few night raids and
A few
underground.
They're
Where?
still overreacting.
oh,
Underground here?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but she did mention being underground.
Well,
I said, no. Have you ever been here before? It's your first time, and
Well, that doesn't
don't think
matter.
I've
You can
been
have
to
visions of
CT.
places you've never been.
I know just in case she was. She said she didn't recognize it, so.
well, the it was just underground. There's not much to see, you know.
What did it look like, this underground?
Well, it was dark and stone and
What color
mud
stone?
walls. Gray, you know.
Okay.
Stone.
See any roots poking through? Any water? Any
I
build-up
don't
of anything?
see anything. I mostly see the gun pointing at my face.
Well, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Kairo, roll a dice for me.
Okie doke.
Oh, damn. That is the only way you were going to get this information. Holy shit.
Ooh.
I was like, there's no way she would know this because she's new and young and part of a B team and would definitely not know about the fantastical secrets of Yoskorin and the hidden Cribbage Arcanine facility on the south side of the island, which is there. You know a couple of things, and it's not any great level of detail, but you are privy to some information about Yoskorin. First of all, there is an Arcanine facility here, which is a secret facility. Think Area 51.
Wow.
Of...
Is that where the
Yes.
pearl was?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
The very southernmost tip of the island, you can only really access it by sea or by going on a huge, horrible trek through the mountains. It's almost directly south of where you are in CT now. You know it to be, there is a very militant kind of town there. It is really like, even Suuna and Toby would know that this is not really a place that it houses anyone or anything like that. It just appears to be kind of a military mountainside outpost. Probably once upon a time was like an outpost for war. Go on.
Just for the quakes felt like they were coming from there, correct?
Correct.
That's all right.
The Sverfneblin story is a story. It's a cover. Every now and then they will hire
Holy shit.
some Sverfneblin to just randomly attack towns to keep the cover up for when things happen. The rumblings and strange things and goings on in and around the towns of CT and TC and Tisin and Lansu and Sithik in Yoskorin, the main cities and towns. It's all cover stories.
That's horrific.
The Arcanine Inquisition, and most likely before that the standard issue Inquisition, just have a facility that's underneath this city. It's inside of the mountains and goes deep underground. And they conduct experiments and store things there and tinker with stuff. They take Arcanine to be deconstructed here a lot. They build Arcanine. They conduct sort of sanctioned tests and things like that. Other than that, I don't think you know of anything going on, but you just probably at the mention of these Sverfneblin and stuff, you probably like, oh, I remember when they told me about this weird, you know, like there was probably a time where you and some of the other team members were sat around and you were like some little green brand new kid. You're like, oh, I heard about this thing. And they're like, yeah, that's a lie. And you're like, what? And they're like, and I heard about this. Yeah, that was a lie too that we made up. And you're like, how many of these are there? And they're like, oh, in Yoskorin, they think that these Sverfneblin are always attacking. It's all a cover up. You know what I mean? So you've probably heard it, not necessarily in an official way, but you probably do understand that in an official way, Yoskorin actually does house a very specific facility. The gnomes are the foremost technicians of technology and Arcanine. They build and maintain the rail system, the new airships that they were building out of Alexandria. In Darn Durol, there are these huge moving cities that move around, and they were pretty much built and maintained with the gnomes and the dwarves working together to build them. So Yoskorin has it's a pretty famous place amongst the Inquisition in terms of Arcanine and stuff like that. So probably while they're telling you these things, you're probably like half aware of this thing going on. I'll give you the little handout again. You can see the places at the very bottom there. Cribbage, just like the game, but not at all spelled like the game. At the bottom is to be pretty much just an Inquisition facility with a little kind of town on top. That mostly just houses like military and other inquisitors and stuff like that, and as a small port for trading. So So you'd be aware
So-
of that, and you can do what you want with that information.
Yeah, I think I would say. Tell me about the small angry people again.
Safe nibbling. They're
They're at war.
yeah,
The
causing
locals
trouble. Yeah, raids on occasions.
Or like a quiet war, yes.
Yeah,
Like
they're
every
like
once in a while they attack and cause chaos and trying to maintain the
Recurring-
peace and whatnot, yeah.
current nuisance, I guess.
And I
Probably
think-
most
I think I
accurate.
just
Sweetie,
What is that?
they'd like raid villages. I wouldn't, that's not something to laugh about.
Yeah, they set a farm on fire. When was that?
Yeah,
I'm
that
sorry.
was,
It's just
that was Marin's farm, right?
Yeah.
Whole thing ablaze. Lost his whole life there.
yeah. I don't know how to say this.
Mm-hmm.
You start by saying that's so unfortunate. How terrible. I'm very sorry for
Was his
for that.
family okay? Kind of
Yeah.
stuff. Is your head feeling okay? Do you need?
It's
Maybe
good.
she
It's
did hit
good.
her
I
head.
just
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I think that's a bit of a cover up.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, see, all right, I don't even know if my higher ups are still around, and given what my team decided, anyway, yeah, that's an Inquisition cover up. They don't really live here.
What?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry to covering up.
Wait, what?
Well, rather large facility, actually, that just so happens to be underground.
Here?
Well, the like the southern tip of this island.
South.
Have you heard of Cribbage?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't think there are any Neblin. I mean, there are, but
Marin's
they're not.
farm, and
Yeah,
isn't it?
it's been going on for decades.
That's about how long it should have been going on. Sorry, to laugh. I just, yeah.
Well, all those
Well,
terrible.
I guess they're going out of business anyway, so good riddance.
Yes, good riddance. No offense.
Yeah, no offense to you. You seem nice, so.
Yeah, I'm not sure about anything anymore.
Well,
What's at this facility? Do you know?
Well, it's a research facility, and I believe there have been a lot of artifacts brought in and looked at, and probably disassembled and reassembled, and
Could you get into it?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, if it's just me, and
I mean,
I have my badge, but
Why would you want to get in there?
I'm just curious. I mean, the quakes did feel like they were coming from the southern part of the island.
start patting my body down and looking for the.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
I have
that
this.
probably. It probably means that something blew up or fell apart, and my guess would be they're all. Well, the facility's not much of a facility anymore. If that was the epicenter of all that,
Well, everything's falling apart, so I don't mind telling you, but probably don't mention that.
I'm definitely going to tell everyone. I actually have a bunch of friends who are in the
But
Inquisition.
you are
and
absolutely
back
not going to do
channels.
that. You are not going to do that at all. She told you that in confidence. You stop laughing right now. This is not a joking matter. If you tell Marin his entire farm blew up because of the Arcanine cover-up
Oh, no.
story, he will have an absolute meltdown.
And I think it's in
Ju-
everyone's best interest if
Do you think they've got a sense of humour in that facility? Maybe we should go take a look.
Oh,
See if we can bring it back for Suuna.
I think your cake is ready.
Yeah, I don't. I think I'd be the only one that could get in there. You wouldn't want
No,
to
no, I'm
poke
not
your heads up
serious. Maybe a
around
sense
there.
of...
Honestly, even the knowledge could
You know,
get
it's
you in
fine.
trouble.
Yeah,
Well, I have some cake.
Thank
Enjoy
you.
the most delicious cake you've ever tasted. Fresh
Ever?
honey drizzled on top.
Wow.
I gave you a very tiny sliver of a slice, so enjoy what you get because you're never having any more.
well,
I also brought my cards over. Do you mind humoring me, little one?
try the cake first. It'll make it worth it, I guess.
Okay, yep. Cards. Okay.
Yes. I'm going to shuffle, and I just want you to clear your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then I'm going to have you draw a card for me.
Okay. Wow, this is really good cake.
Well, thank you. It was my mother's recipe.
Really good.
Best lemon cake ever.
Mmm.
I would just like to mention that I am very actively not looking at Toby, but I am out of the corner of my eye watching to see if he takes a bite and what his reaction is. Not that it matters to me, because it doesn't.
You take a second bite.
Do you pull a card, Kairo?
I'll pull a card.
Alright, roll me a D22.
I actually shuffled the deck and just pulled
Oh,
one.
you've got one? Okay,
Yeah,
fine. What is
yeah.
it?
Wheel of Fortune. It's actually not a bad card considering the circumstances.
It's the perfect card. And that's where we're going to go to a break. And we come back. Suuna can tell us what it means. We're going to go to a short break here. When we return, we might see what it means. Or maybe Kairo will have to kill everyone in sight for the information that they now know. Those are the orders. Maybe. We'll see. Thanks for watching. We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
This will be your last act, spy. Now tell me, where is my angel? Answer quickly, or die slowly.
Warlocks. No. Can I at least have a last smoke?
By all means, prepare yourself.
My job is done anyway. Your nights are numbered.
You cannot scare me. I have you, and everything I need to destroy your masters.
Uh-huh. Sure. That's why you're still looking for Azazel's child.
Kneel. She sired, did she? Please, continue.
return to the Alexandria High Road. And Aura and her new best friend, Plop, and the dwarf that she's traveling with are maybe a couple of hours outside of the town of Yill. It's a really small, it's basically a trading post between Bologna and Aspon Wharf, which is a huge port town, and Bologna being the capital. A relatively straight road. We're not talking Roman straight, but pretty straight road between there. And in the middle of that, directly south of Bame, is this little town, Yill. Really just little more than a tavern, a spattering of houses, a little temple, and just a few people. You did learn that Nine Lives, this dwarf that you're traveling with, who sells and buys things, pretty much went straight to the general goods store here. Bought and sold some items, not very much because he'd already been there like a day or 2 days before while traveling up to Bame. And you went and found a town doctor and informed them that there was no doctor in Bame, and that as soon as they could to go up there. It seemed very similar to Bame, I think, to you, in that where this place is not really a big city or anything, there really wasn't a huge impact from the loss of magic, but people certainly seem to be aware of it. The people there, that maybe if you grabbed someone on the street and asked what was going on, just seemed to probably have informed you that people knew. There was a sense of discomfort and then I think pretty quickly Nine Lives moved out of town. He sleeps on the road. He never stays in taverns and stuff. He's just a go kind of guy, just constantly moving up and down. You made him some potatoes at some point, which were much better than the day before. I think you're probably a couple of hours out of town, but it's very dark, and we're talking like almost no ambient light. It's there's little more than I think maybe like a crescent moon above you, shedding a tiny bit of light, maybe a few stars, but you in fact, roll me a d20. Let's see what you know. I think you probably know the sky pretty well.
6.
You do know the sky pretty well, but more probably in the sense of navigation and stuff. But looking at the constellations and things, a lot of the night sky is shrouded. There's clouds, there's drizzle. It's been raining. It rained pretty heavily the day before and up to this point, and you're probably relatively cold. Now that it's nighttime, it certainly wouldn't be comfortable. You would have just been damp the entire time, rain drenched or damp from drizzle. So you're in just a lot of darkness. There's a single lantern above your heads that hangs down from the top of the carriage that casts a little light to the immediate area around you and on what you can see. But for the most part, it's very, very dark. There's just blackness out from around you. Nine Lives has been relatively quiet. I think when night falls, you've already done one night of travel with him, and once the night falls, he stays a little more quiet because he is aware that you're more susceptible to danger, basically. It could be wolves, it could be bandits. I think he probably would have mentioned that to you, and he sits quietly next to you as this carriage trundles along. What do you think Aura's thinking about? There's no buns, remember, as well.
Mm-hmm. I'm sitting there cold and wet and kind of pulling my jacket tighter around me, even though I realize it's not going to help because it's drenched. And I think back to the potatoes, and I realize he never told me something, and so I'm going to look over at him and... What are wet potatoes? I mean... You told me you're going to tell me how to make wet potatoes.
Well,
I'll tell you how to make wet potatoes, eh? Are you getting hungry?
No, I'm okay. I'm wondering what on earth wet potatoes are.
Well, you'll see.
You're not going to tell me the recipe?
Ugh, no.
Okay. What if I was hungry, would you make me wet potatoes?
Maybe.
All right, how about next food break? You make me some wet potatoes.
All right.
Not even a hint of what they might be.
Those potatoes.
Okay. How far are we from Bologna?
Let's see. Probably be there by morning, maybe a little after.
Okay, so if we go all night, we'll be there in the morning.
Aye.
If I take the reins, can you make me some wet potatoes?
All right now.
Yeah, I can't stop thinking about wet potatoes.
How about I have a wee kip, you take the reins, and when I wake up, I'll make myself some breakfast, and you can have a bite.
I've made you meals this whole time. You can't share your wet potatoes with me?
Aye, I will, but I'm hungry when I wake up, not as I'm going to sleep.
Okay, well, yeah, if you need to take a nap, that's fine. I gotta get there, so I'm fine going throughout the night.
Right. Now, you've been on the road before?
Not on this long of a trek, really. I mean, I mostly stick around where I'm from.
Right, well, a big carriage like that, you've got to keep your eyes open, your ears open, right? Keep that there sword sharp.
Okay, I mean, is there something I should be looking for?
Aye,
or
everything.
listening for?
Everything. Everything that's not me or Clop.
Okay, I can do that. I mean, I'm...
Right, everybody on the road, bandit. Right, if it's in the sky, dragon. Right, if there's lots of them, wolves. All
Okay,
of them
I mean,
after your skin and my stuff.
Okay, I mean, I feel like you're being a little dramatic, but here's the thing. I know how to survive in the forest. I've encountered wolves and I've seen dragons. I mean, I know at least what to listen and look for.
Right, but you've never had a big carriage full of goods.
No, I'm gonna obviously...
Use
okay,
a wee
would you
little
like...
slight thing in the forest hiding behind a tree, not out here on the open road. That big trundling thing filled with gold and food.
Okay, I mean, you can stay awake and make sure that we're extra protected, or you could take a nap and trust me that I'll make sure it's protected.
No, we'll make double time. I have a little wee kip. You take the reins, it's fine. Keep an eye out for potholes too. If I bust a wheel, I'm fucked.
I mean, I get that, but do you see how dark it is right now?
Them's are both spares.
So you don't have any spares if we hit a pothole?
Nope.
What's the game plan if... Why didn't you buy more? Why didn't you buy an extra when we were in the town?
I'm having a little wee sleepy now.
Oh my god.
Alright, no potholes, no dragons.
I can't control the potholes or the dragons, but I'm going to try very hard to avoid both of those.
He is asleep.
Is he drunk?
He's permanently drunk.
Okay. How far can I see ahead with this little lantern?
I think you can probably see like 1 foot in front of Clop's head.
Do I have anything that I could light to maybe make a torch or something that I could hold to help with my field of view?
You would be better off turning the lamp off and relying on your own dark vision. Okay.
Then I would know that, and I would snuff out the light.
Yeah. You extinguish the light from above you, and you're kind of, you have like an infrared thing. You're not like Predator, but you get a sense of what's around you. It goes very grayscale. There's no more color. But you, much like an animal can see at night with the basic shades of gray, maybe just a little browns and colors, like muted colors maybe, but for the most part, it's you're relying entirely on your dark vision. The road ahead is it. You can see about 60 feet, but give or take, it's not perfect. It really does rely a little on a little more natural light, but you can see a little better now. You've got a much better field of view. You yeah, I mean, you get a general sense of what's around you that's a little better than the single lantern light. Let me see. Let me roll one dice for myself. Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
what do you want to do next?
I'm gonna see if I encourage Klopp to go a little bit faster so we can hopefully arrive a little bit sooner in Bologna.
You may indeed try a roll for me.
Okay. 17.
17. Yeah, I think you pretty much know how to handle a cart. You're good with horses, and yeah, you do whatever it is that is required to have Klopp pick up his pace. He starts to move a little quicker. You notice that the cart starts trundling quicker. It's hitting the cobblestones harder, and it's making a little more noise, but for the most part, it just seems to be.
When I notice that it's making more noise, can I scan around and see if there's any suspicious things on the horizon?
Yeah, roll for me again.
16.
16. Doesn't seem like it.
Okay.
Yeah. Just going a little quicker.
I'm gonna look over at I'm sorry, his name's 9 Lives, right?
Right.
I'm just going through the motions and like I want to look at his clothing and I want to see like none of his tattoos mean anything to me.
His clothing is no different to what you might find on any person on the road, kind of traveler's clothes. They don't have any brands on them or sigils or anything like that. He's just wearing a pretty big coat. Everything looks relatively old, not worn to disrepair, but just kind of worn in. Thick trousers, big boots. Sometimes he has gloves on that are big and thick too. Very dwarven looking clothing. But yeah, for the most part, just really standard looking clothing. His tattoos really don't mean much to you. I think you rolled for this already. They just seem like an assortment of different tattoos. I think really the only thing that stands out to you is that they all look very different. Like it's possible you got them from different places in the world over a long period of time. But I don't think any of them represent anything, or at least don't represent anything that you understand.
So I'm just kind of like looking him over and I look back onto the road. Can I use my nemesis sense to see if I can still feel the presence of Deaveki?
Let's see. Now this costs you to do, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, this is an expensive one too.
Yeah.
What are we looking at here? The nemesis. Yes, so you're gonna concentrate. This will cost you 4 AP. Everyone gets another 5 AP, by the way. And hopefully you all picked another ability last week at the end of the session. Let me just read. Okay. Yeah. You can do this. What do you do? What do you look like? There's no magic involved here.
Yeah. Since it's dark and I'm using my night vision, my eyes blur for a second, like kind of when you cross your eyes for a second and then they come back into focus. And it's like you feel your skin. And if he's nearby, it'll be like that prickling on the back of your neck, or like somebody's watching you, or you just get that feeling that someone's eyes are on you.
Yeah. You don't get that sensation at all, as if he's nowhere near. I think you do, while in this kind of state of mind, get a sense of Suuna being close to danger again.
So I feel like I can sense Suuna.
You guys are all bonded. And each of you is always aware when one of the other ones is in trouble. More like a twin sense than a magical, telepathic sense. I mean, borderline magical between twins, who knows what that is, but it's along those lines, and you just get that gut feeling regardless. But you certainly don't get the sense that your nemesis is near.
Do I feel any presence from Ellie or Beau?
I don't think so.
And since I can sense Suuna and that she is in some sort of dangerous or going to be dangerous situation, can I pinpoint exactly what it is?
Definitely not. It's a gut feeling at this point.
As soon as I feel that like sinking in my gut, I'm gonna try to make Klopp go a little faster.
Yeah, and you can do. You pick up the pace and continue on through the night. I think maybe an hour passes with us seeing you moving along these old roads. They're mostly like cobblestone. Every now and then they'll turn to just kind of a dirt path. Sometimes you kind of lose the path a little in the darkness before you notice in the distance that there's maybe a bridge over a small river, and you can aim for that, and then heading over the bridge again, you're back on the cobblestones. This is an old road. A lot of people still travel by road and use these paths, but with the introduction of the trains and railway networks, and then especially when the Arcanine one came in, you could blitz back and forth across this country on that train. It was crazy. A lot of people started using that, so these old roads fell to ruin a little more. It's kind of hard to stick to them at certain points in this darkness. Not really used to having a carriage. Eventually, though, you do see something in the distance, heading towards you, along the cobblestone path. About an hour after you had this sensation, you see a figure, a person, very small in the distance, but they're most certainly on the same path as you, and you will encounter them at some point.
How long will it be till we reach that person?
Like 20 minutes.
I'm gonna elbow 9 lives.
Alright, fine.
Hey.
You're getting hungry, I know.
No, I'm. There's somebody on the road.
Where's the light out?
Cause I see better
You're
without the light.
crazy!
No, you're crazy. Stop. Stop.
What?
Don't. It'll draw attention to us. I can see.
What do you mean?
I can see at night. I have dark vision.
Hey, so can I am a dwarf? That's magic.
And why? What? That's magic?
Hey, magic lantern.
What does that mean?
That's lucky.
Well, the lucky lantern's we'll figure that out later. There's somebody up on the road.
Oh, hey. Alright. What do you want me to
That'd be
do?
better. I don't know. Do we just pass, or do you want
Hey, you
to go a different route?
What do you want me to do? Pick them up
Not
like
saying
you, another stowaway.
I'm not saying that we're gonna stop and be like, hey, come on, let's go on an adventure. I'm just wondering if there's a different way we can go around, or if we just want to go by them. You said everybody's a bandit on the road, so I'm just trying to make sure that we don't encounter said bandits.
Hey, that's a bandit.
I mean, I think it's kind of general. You're generalizing if you think everybody on the road's a bandit. So that means you and I are bandits
I'm a
by
bandit.
default. You say you are a bandit?
Hey, how are you not a bandit? Look at you. You're armed to the teeth. You're armed to the
Yeah.
tiefling.
That was a good one. I feel as though you can be armed to the teeth and not be a bandit. Like you don't have to identify as a bandit.
Hey, why
You
you
could
need
just
a
be,
big
I'm a
sword
traitor.
like that?
Um,
Who needs a big sword like that unless you're gonna be cutting somebody in two?
I will have you know, I was in Bologna once, and someone tried to decapitate me. So this is more for safety than anything.
What, are you some sort of traitor? They tried to cut your head off. Guillotine.
No, there was this scary guy
Fuck,
in
we're
a.
going to Bologna. You fucking want to be the queen.
No, I'm not wanted by the queen. I don't even know who the queen is of Bologna.
Right.
All I'm saying is there's somebody on the road, and I don't know if maybe he's a bandit friend of yours.
No.
So the bandits don't have like friendships. It's just like everybody's an enemy.
I mean, some bandits do, but that's not my friend, no.
Okay, I mean, so let's just go past him. I guess it would be better to have two eyes or two sets of eyes versus just mine. Maybe because I've heard that bandits sometimes are like, hey, I need help. And then their buddies are on the side of the road and they come out and then they do the murders and then they take all the stuff in the back.
Aye, that's what I was doing.
Okay, so is there a way we can go around?
No, just don't stop.
Okay, well...
If I was acting weird, you can just send Clop over to the left. Catch him with the side of the wagon wheel there. That'll knock him down.
Okay, like, but we don't know what he's about, so I don't want to hurt him. He'd be alone out here without anybody to help him.
Hey, what's he doing alone? Walking down the side of the road like that?
Sometimes in life, you get thrown in situations that you don't know, and you'll end up on the side of the road alone. And it's no fault of your own.
That's a
I
bandit.
assume. Okay, well, you're aware now. If you'd like to go back to sleep, that's fine. I'll just plan on going past, but I wanted to let you know in case flaming arrows hit the side of this caravan at any second.
Hey, but you're in charge of that, right? You're the guard dog.
Like I said, I will do my best to protect both of us, but I'm not your guard dog.
Hey, sounds like you doesn't need to wake me up, right? That's a bandit. You go past, if the bastard tries to take my stuff, you use your wee sword there, I cut him in two. Fuck it, cut him in four.
Okay, well, I'm gonna resort to violence as my last option, if I can. Also, what do you want me to do, right? Like, take my sword out and just cut him in half while we ride by?
Hey, I think I probably should do that. Better safe than sorry.
I mean, we just met 9 lives. I'm very grateful that you're letting me tag along. I don't know
welcome.
that we see eye to eye on this basic human creature value. I don't think that I'm gonna do that.
Alright, you're lost. You'll be limping on the side of the road. I'll be dead. Clop will be stolen.
Maybe we should just cross that bridge when... Maybe you're right. I shouldn't have woken you up. You can go back to sleep. It's totally fine. I will handle this.
Alright. He doesn't go back to sleep, but he just leans back in the chair.
And I'm gonna keep on keeping on past this figure.
Alright. Yeah, you get a little closer. It takes another sort of 10 minutes or so, and the figure comes far more into view. You can certainly see that it's a person now. Roll me a d20. You can make out.
7.
A 7. Really kind of old looking guy. Not like absurdly old, but like kind of old. Grey. No shoes on. Very, very worn, kind of dirty looking clothing. Comes up to it looks like shorts. It's just where they're worn from the bottom from walking. Very thin looking, has a pack on his back that's quite big, relatively speaking, with a few things coming up off of the top of it. You can hear tin cans rattling. You can see that he's got several staffs, but for the most part just looks like a pack that you would maybe travel with yourself with lots of things in. He's got a staff that he's walking along with, that he's moving along. As your carriage approaches, he stands in the middle of the road and waves with his staff. Hello?
He's waving.
Hey.
He's waving.
Alright, you just hit the reins. That'll pick up Clop. Clop will get rid of him quick, sharp.
What if he needs help?
He doesn't need help, look at him.
He's old, but I will say I don't think that really means anything.
Hey, it's an illusion. This one time I was on the road, I saw a big knight in the middle of the road, right? Turns out, wasn't a knight at all. It was 3 goblins inside of a suit of armour.
Okay,
Thank
like, have you
bastards.
ever had a good time meeting someone on this road? Has there ever been like a positive interaction, or has it all been
Twice.
negative? Okay.
The first
Did
time.
it-
Beautiful. Beautiful woman.
Okay.
She said, listen, I want to go where you're going. I'm in love. I said, I know you're grafting me. She said, I am. I said, listen, you can come with me. She said, okay. Took me, fleeced me for everything. Near a penny left. For just 1 minute, and her presence was worth all that there gold.
Your standards are very confusing. I'm just gonna.
Most beautiful woman I ever saw.
Okay, well then, what's your second positive encounter?
Second positive encounter was probably this one. Stowaway. That didn't rob me straight away.
Okay, that's good. I'm happy to hear that this has been a positive one.
Everyone
I'm
else
sorry
has robbed me.
Should we see what he needs?
No, we should run him down. That there, that's a bandit.
What if it's not though?
Oh! You're getting close now. This guy's in the middle of the road. You can see he just looks like a pretty normal old man. He's waving at you and says, are you a trader?
I'm gonna yell back. What do you need?
I have a few coins. I wouldn't mind some food.
You're just gonna trust me, 9 lives, and I just reach in the back and I feel for some potatoes, and I'm just gonna huck a couple potatoes on the road.
Contested roll.
Okay.
Roll me a d20. 9 lives is going to try and grab them,
Oh.
snatch them out of your hand.
Nat
It's a
3.
fumble. There's like an awkward, he grabs your arm. You got to throw them and get, my potatoes ain't worth more. You're going to give him food, give him some meat or something. Give him carrots. Don't give him the potatoes.
No, it's fine. It's just a couple potatoes. God.
Throw a carrot at him if you're going to throw something out.
Throw a what?
Carrot, no potato.
Okay, give me some carrots then.
Again, you know carrots. Well, you run him down.
No, I'm not running him down. I'm gonna reach for
Hey, you
a
won't be
carrot
hungry
now.
in a minute.
No, I'm gonna reach for some carrots.
All right, I'm gonna try and reach for some carrots. Roll me a d20 to try not to run the guy over and reach for some carrots. A 9. A 9 is, let's see here, a 6 to 10 is a tough choice. You succeed in your action, but there's a cost. You reaching back for the carrots, you grab 3 carrots just from the stems at the top, but you push over the bucket that's got all the carrots in. They spill backwards out through the thing in the back there. You hear 2 or 3 other things fall over. There's a clash and a clutter. Oh, you bastard, what are you doing? Oh, it's going to take me all night to clean up that there.
It's fine. I will help you clean it up. Sometimes just doing something good makes you feel better. And I'm going to huck the couple carrots that I grabbed onto the road towards the old man.
The old man. Mm-hmm. The old man. Oh, do you not want payment? As you get close now, you can see him pretty close. He's just a kind of old man, whispered, wiry beard hanging down. He's looking up at you. Oh, I've got coins.
Oh, you're fine. You just stay safe, sir. You stay safe. And then I'm just going to keep going past him.
Yeah. You see 9 lives leaning back. When you turn back around, you see the carriage passes the man in the road. He's looking at you, and then you see him lean down and look for the carrots. 9 lives. You turn back. 9 lives just has kind of the plumber's greeting, waiting for you as he's leaning into the back, trying to tidy things up. Oh, what are you doing?
You know what? It's the right thing to do. I mean, he would have paid, I'm assuming. So, but here's the thing. If we had stopped, we would have received payment. And instead, now you're just down 3 carrots.
If we had stopped, we would be dead.
If you just let me give some potatoes away, we would have avoided a lot of this.
Look.
Okay. Where am I looking?
He points backwards out the back of the carriage.
I look back.
There's like 4 people there now.
I mean, they could just be his family.
I see.
Well, I mean, when I look back, is it like a woman, or like, is it a bunch of similar old men? Or like, what am I looking at?
It looks like 3 slightly more muscular men.
Okay, well, here's the thing. We didn't stop. We compromised. Compromise is a great thing.
Bandits.
Okay, you're right. I think they probably were bandits. But here's the thing. Like, I didn't stop. I just thought it was a hungry old man.
You owe me 3 carrots.
Well, that's their loss, and maybe an animal will. And maybe that animal's hungry.
I won't. Right, you tidy this then.
That's fine, I'll do it later.
Right. I like that.
Well, do you have some way to make fire?
Look underneath there. Points underneath the lantern. There's a strange rune on the bottom of it. No, it's an enchanted lantern.
Okay, well, can you relight it?
What? Aye.
Okay, and because I know that magic is inherently not the same right now, I'm watching the road, but I want to watch him light this.
Yeah, he just pulls out a piece of flint. Stands up, lights it the old-fashioned way.
That's your magic lantern. That's...
Huh?
Okay,
Hey.
so...
It's a real fire, but as long as that's lit, you have good luck on the road. Basically, that's how it works. You see, you turned it off, and 5 minutes later, we're
It was not
attacked
5 minutes.
by bandits
Nope.
on the road.
All right, well,
Barely
here's
made it out of their lives, that tells you. You'd have stopped, wouldn't you?
I wouldn't have stopped, but I would have still thrown the carrots.
There you'd be fucking hanging from the back of this here. I saved your life.
I sigh heavily. Okay, well, here's the thing. That's just your little security system feeling like that helps you in some way. I guarantee that person would have still been on the road regardless of the lantern being lit or not. And I would like to argue that since the light was off, they didn't really know we were coming until much later. So we could have come up with a different plan because we didn't have a little light going, hey, look at us.
I saved your life, and you owe me 1 life and 3 carrots.
Oh, come on. Everything's fine. And you know what? You will survive without those 3 carrots. It's kind of given back to the universe. Just some good karma for your day.
Alright, you want some wet potatoes?
Yes, please.
Alright. I'll start cooking them.
Thank you.
You see him move to the back. He gets in the back of the carriage where you were stowed away and starts moving things around, and begins to work on the grub. You see in the distance, I think, the stars probably begin to appear. It looks like the skies are clearing up a little bit. All that rain and drizzle is clearing, I think. It suggests that tomorrow will probably be a little warmer, maybe. The snow, for the most part, is gone over the land, which made this evening even darker. And, yeah, this lantern above you lights nothing. It makes your vision awful again. And you begin to trundle down the road once again. And we're going to switch back over to Bologna. A little further ahead on the road. Back in town. The two townsfolk. We have both townsfolk, probably not. Moving back towards the Assassin's Guild. You hear? Have we lost a pocket? Yes, we have. She's gone. Oh no. And she's still on the call, but she's not here. As usual, Ellie vanishes into the night.
Dun, dun.
Beau and Kalugi are moving along the road. You turn around, and Ellie's right there. You
Sorry.
are moving along, and I think Kalugi kind of works out where you're going, and at one point turns around, just 180s, and starts marching back to the bar.
Don't let him.
I'm not going. I know where you're going. I'm not going there with you.
You have to go there with us. That's how you get answers.
What? I don't need answers.
I thought you wanted free drinks from the hot bartender.
Well, not that bartender.
She's pretty
Do
hot.
you have a history?
All bartenders, apart from that one, are my best friend. That one. Nope. I'm
Have you
going
ever
back.
even met her?
It was so wonderful to see you both again. I'm glad you're both alive. You vanished into thin air, and we were pretty sure you were dead. Eaten by a demon, of course. Goodbye.
Wait, no. We can't let him. And I tackle him so he can't go anywhere.
You don't even need to roll for it. He's so drunk. You just tackle him. Just, ah!
You're not going anywhere, bub.
Listen. Okay. If one of you's going to tackle me, can it at least be her?
I get up slowly.
I'm the one with
Take
all
a
the
step
knives.
back.
I'm not sure you want that, do you?
I think he
That's a good
does.
point. Do we
I'd
have to
help
go
try
there?
to, like...
Can we go
Yes.
somewhere else?
No. It's probably one of the safest places you could be right now.
What the fuck is that? Look.
I turn around to look.
Behind you, flying around, is a robin.
Would we recognize it?
For sure. It's Buns.
I'd put my hand up so
Yeah.
it could I put my other hand up so it could land.
Buns lands on your hand.
Yeah, it's so good to see you, Buns.
I can't talk to birds.
Well, I mean, neither can I.
But that means Aura must be alive.
You see a little note
And close.
tied
Oh.
to Buns' leg.
Wait, what is this? And I'm like, I'm nervous. My hand. You get it.
Oh,
Do you see that? The note right there? I can't.
yeah. Oh,
I don't
okay.
trust my fake hand yet.
All right, I unwind the little string attached to the
Absolutely
little note.
tiny. Yeah.
Okay, and then I reveal what the note says.
The tiniest lettering on the tiniest note just says, "I'm on my way."
It says I'm on my way. Aura's on her way.
Oh, so we don't even need to move. Buns, will you can you talk to birds? Do they just understand?
I think we ought to just send Buns back.
Can we write a letter? Can we write something on the other side of that?
Oh, I suppose we can.
Say we're gonna be at the guild. She should know what that means.
Okay, I then write on the other side, meet us at the guild. And then attach the little note again to Buns' foot.
Yeah. Buns sits on your shoulder for a moment, and then
Do I have
Suddenly-
anything on me that Buns would eat?
I don't know. Do you?
I don't think like
know why
Buns
you
would eat
would.
rations or anything, right?
No, Buns eats mealworms.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have any mealworms on me,
Me neither.
even in my undead state that I was in.
Then, with a flutter, Buns lifts off and
Bye-bye.
disappears into the night. The form of Kalugi standing in front of you. He's looking a little different. The last time you saw him, he was like fully clothed. He had like he wore kind of like what would look like kind of stylish noble wear, but old. Long shirts that hang down from fine, like old looking finery. Fluffy trousers and a big thick coat. Now he's just kind of wearing his trousers, a pair of boots, and the coat. He doesn't have a shirt on underneath. His hair is just loose. He has long blonde hair hanging down just over his shoulders and kind of wild. And in one hand he's holding a bottle, but he's just staring at you both. And he says, "What? Every time you have a pet robin."
Well, it's technically Aura's.
Right. And she's alive?
I would assume, yes.
What about the old lady?
I'd like to believe she is too.
All right.
I feel they are.
Did I even ask where you went?
We'll tell you about that if you come with us.
Yeah, we'll tell you all about it. Just come with us.
All right. Have a little sip of this.
Wait. I take the bottle and smell it. Ooh, it's kind of very pungent smell to it.
Yeah, it doesn't smell good. Take a sip or I'm not coming with you.
I'm not drinking that.
It smells like his own piss. Really?
Right, him. Him alone.
Me?
You have to sip it or I'm not coming with you.
This is too refined for me, though. Really, I can't take this.
All right. Well, it was good to see you both.
No, okay, wait. Okay.
I hold my dagger to his throat and I say, "You're coming with us.
Oh,
We need
nerd.
you,
Fucking demon.
and we want to find Grim.
What'd you do with him? Where are
We
the
don't
real
know what
ones?
happened to
We
him.
don't know what happened to
Yeah,
him.
you
We were
fucked up.
hoping you would tell
You
us.
fucked up, demon, because she doesn't look like that. She's got white hair. She looks more like a demon than you probably look like.
There's no demons.
And she had a hand.
There's
She
no
had-
gods either.
She had a hand, and it wasn't a little mechanical thing. It was blackened. It worked. You fucked up.
Can I attempt to knock him out?
Yes. You probably,
Okay.
to be honest, you just can knock him out.
I'm just gonna knock him over the head with the fake hand.
Yeah.
Oy, oy, oy.
He goes down like a sack of shit.
I then take the bottle and drain it.
Yeah. You
Eat
pour it
that
out, and
too
it's a wine bowl, but you pour it out, and it's clear.
Oh.
We can't go. I'm not gonna let you drink anything from anyone. We've already learned our lesson at that one house.
Yeah, oh yes. Don't even get me started.
I grab one foot from Kalugi and I said, "Get the other foot. Let's drag him."
And then I proceed and grab his other leg and we start dragging him.
Through the wet streets of Bologna in the
Yeah.
dark. Yeah. Okay, both of you roll me d20s.
Oh, 8.
16 and an 8. Yeah, you start dragging him along, one leg each, moving through the streets. When you get to the corner where you would move round into your Assassin's Guild, you see that there is a group of watchmen, town guards. There's probably about 6 of them, fully armed. It looks like 2 groups of 3 have maybe met and they're kind of just conversing. But you are dragging a man through the street.
Right.
You see them all standing around. 2 of them with lances, a couple with swords, 2 with crossbows, just talking through their armor and stuff.
They don't see us yet.
No.
I'm like, okay, we gotta pick up Kalugi and make it seem like he's our drunk friend.
Yeah, good idea. So I then lift him up in a way where his arms are resting on our shoulders.
Yeah, and I put one around my shoulder as well.
Yeah. You just start walking towards them.
Yeah, we should
Yep.
start walking. Now his feet are dragging instead.
Yeah. Let me roll 1 dice. They don't even look at you. They're just talking amongst themselves. You can hear like a vague conversation. Yeah, no, they've locked up the palace, I reckon. Yeah, I don't know what's going on in here. As you guys move past, they don't seem to even care. There's quite a few. You probably see at the other end of the street someone else carrying another person in exactly the same way as you.
Yeah, what were we even worried about?
And you approach the where are you going? You're going into the tavern side.
I'd say we go like I bang on the door of the tavern.
Yeah, there's a
I
moment.
bang on it in a rhythm that like she would recognize.
Yeah, there's a moment before you see a little slit open in the door, closes again, and then you hear the various locks. And then the door opens up and she looks and says, "Oh, you found him then?"
Well, we found one of them at least. The other one's been missing for a couple weeks.
All right. Closes the door. Dead or...
Yeah, drunk.
He's just drunk.
I knocked him out.
That's good.
That too.
Okay. You want a drink?
Let's take him down first. Get him restrained before he wakes up and
Yeah.
freaks out.
All right.
So maybe come back later for a drink. We're waiting on Zach to get back anyway.
She moves ahead of you and opens the basement door thing, and then lifts that up, this little trap door to lead to the stairs.
I walk in with Kalugi still slumped over our shoulders.
Likewise.
There are plenty of torture and interrogation rooms and stuff where you could very easily chain someone to a chair.
Jesus.
If you want to use one of those.
I think I would just take him to like, a basic like bedroom, because I don't want him to think we're torturing him.
There's
then
like
he'll think,
quarters for everyone.
Yeah.
The same rooms that we.
I would just take him in the
seen.
quarters and like tie him down.
Yeah.
So, because I don't want to think like, oh, then he really will think we're demons.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you tie him up. He's kind of out for a bit. Maybe you see your dwarven friend Holcom walk past and nod at you both. Hey, I saw nothing.
Yep, nope.
Walking past.
Actually, could you bring us some alcohol?
The type to clean a wound or the type to drink?
Drink, preferably.
You sure you want to give Kalugi some more to drink?
It's just temptation. A deal.
True.
So.
All right. Roll me a D3. Either one of you. Whoever rolls it first wins. The other one dies immediately.
Oh no!
3. It's a while before Kalugi begins to stir. You sit there maybe for a bit, maybe get some smelling salts, doesn't work, give it a little while, before eventually you hear him kind of making some noises, and the two of you can move over and move in on him. He kind of opens one eye, closes it again, opens it again. Then you just... Wait a second. Who the fuck are you?
Hey, Sleeping Beauty, it's us. It's Beau and Ellie. Hi. Hey, you were a little difficult out there, so we knocked you out and dragged you down here into the Assassin's Guild.
What? The Assassin's Guild?
Maybe you should stop saying that, Beau.
Oh, right. I mean...
You're just in another inn that you've never been in. We're here to talk to you.
Never been in.
You don't remember us. You were naked and dancing on a table when we saw you tonight.
I don't think I've ever seen you before. What do you want?
Never seen us before. You've never seen him?
No.
Oh no, here we go again.
Are you sure about that?
Very sure about it. I remember a face like yours, and he is so ugly that I definitely remember his face. There's a reason you need all that long hair and glasses, right, mate?
I take I find a bucket of water and just splash it in his face.
Yeah. Okay. All right. What have I done?
You remember now? Are things coming to light?
All right, I remember.
Why would you lie about that? You that scared of
Sometimes.
us?
If you pretend you've got amnesia, they just let you go.
Well, I'm not falling for that.
Yeah, clearly not. What, are you reading my mind?
You know it.
Yes. Would you like it better if we read your mind?
I had a
You do
feeling.
realize there's no magic right now. Those rings that you're wearing, that stuff that you used to have, doesn't work. There's no magic. There's no demons. There's no one to cast spells on you.
Yeah.
It's all gone.
I know. I realized it. A little bit too late, wouldn't you say?
I realized it too late? What do you mean by that?
I realized it too late.
Oh.
What do you want
Yeah.
with me, hey? Which
We
one?
want to know where Grim is. When's the last time you saw him and talked to him?
I'll never tell you.
You said a year ago. That's impossible.
I've never met him.
Wait. There he goes again with the lies.
I mean, you could do the water trick again, or I could just start cutting.
Cutting what?
I like bring my finger and slam it into his chest and then drag it down like his stomach to his stomach.
Now. No need to get cutty. Listen. I killed your brother. And then I killed the other one. And I guess and he's just looking at you, Beau. I suppose maybe look, can I do something else for you instead? I don't know where them lot went. And I don't know where Grim is. Last time I saw him, he said he was buying a horse.
Did he say for what? Where's he going?
He said he's turning a new leaf.
That doesn't seem like Grim at all.
That does not seem like Grim.
All right, I don't know where he was going, but last time I saw him, he had definitely just come from killing someone.
You gotta make up your mind. Which story is it? He was killing someone. He was going somewhere.
I mean, that last bit sounded more accurate.
He was covered in blood.
And that was how long ago?
You're gonna have to believe me when I tell you I don't know how long ago that was. All the days, they sort of blur together when you don't know which way up.
Maybe you should stop drinking so much. That'd probably help a little bit.
Well, I tried that once and I'll never do it again.
You know, the worst demons in your life are the ones that are in your head right now.
I think the worst demons in my life are the ones that are about to cut off my dick.
No one's about to cut off your dick.
No one's about to do that.
What was your name? Zilberg.
It's what? No.
Zolgraf.
No.
Zelbus.
No. It's Beau.
You can take your true form. I've seen it. We all saw it.
All right, you know what? I've had it. I pick out from my pocket a truth serum. Do you know what this is, Kalugi?
Yes.
I
That man
do.
will drink it. Yes.
Well,
It's horse piss.
no.
It's your piss.
No. Well, you know, regardless, I'm gonna make you drink it.
No, don't make me do it.
I'll hold him down. I grab his head and I like try to force his mouth open.
No demon's piss. Anything your demon's
I open the bottle and give him the whole thing. Don't forget.
You better
to
swallow.
That was actually quite nice.
It wasn't piss. I look at Beau.
No, what do you take me for?
That sounds
Okay,
like
that
you.
was some.
You never know. I mean, that could be. I mean, that would get me to talk if someone was gonna put piss in my mouth. Then talk a little bit at least.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It was viscous. But it tasted like chicken. I like chicken.
Who doesn't? Anyway, well,
No, probably you.
now this fibbing game is gonna stop now,
All right.
Kalugi.
Whatever you say. I will try and lie. Why did I say that?
You can't now, though.
I think I can. Why am I saying that?
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna let you handle this since it was your
Me.
vial of not piss.
All right then, buddy. When was it you saw Grim last?
I don't know when I saw him last. I don't know what day it is. It was a while ago. He was covered in blood. And
Was
then
it
he said,
after we saw you?
I've never met you before. Ooh.
You might remember me. I had pale skin and red eyes, white hair.
I remember someone that looked like you.
No,
She was a creature of honor.
That was me.
A beautiful mistress of the night. She would never lie.
I'm not lying.
She would never take a life. Unnecessarily.
Is he thinking about the same person? I look at Beau.
I think so. I'm not entirely sure.
Okay, well, was it within the last couple months?
Yes.
He had just killed someone. Did he say who?
I don't know. Doesn't he kill someone like every day? That's like his whole thing. Conquering.
Well,
I tried to tell him not to. I said, come and have a drink with me. He said, all right. We considered starting a business together. And then, well, it didn't happen.
He just never showed up again.
Well, I suppose not.
I think at that point, look at Beau and I'd say, Beau, keep trying to get whatever you can out of him about the city, about what he's seen, but I gotta be right back. I have to go check on something.
sure.
And Ellie or I would get up and I would walk out.
Can't hide that form forever, eh? You gotta recast the spell.
Look, Kalugi, when she said there was no magic, she meant it. There is no more magic. It's gone.
Listen, I know who you are, really. There was 3 of you, right? Oh, I knew I should
Well,
have got the last
actually,
one. I tried to
there
convince
were
Grim.
four of us.
What? 4? Oh,
Yes.
shit. There's another one. Well, now we're really buggered, aren't we? Alright. Fine. Can you just eat me or something? Can you make it quick?
Wait, eat you? Okay, look, but I what do you take me for? I'm no demon. I'm no. Look, we brought you here. Just you were being difficult. We just wanted to bring you over to the other bar and introduce you to a nice lady friend, and get some answers out of you. But yeah, now here we are.
All right. Well, seems I was wrong. That's good news. That's good news. That means he could still be out there. And I'm like shuffling some things in my hand, some papers.
I know where he is.
Like you just now told me this.
Yes.
Okay. Where is he?
He's right behind you. He's not, I'm lying. I'm trying to get you to turn around because I'm actually out of the cuffs. The rope.
Wait, how did you do that? I literally
Right,
have
don't
my
eat me.
eyes.
I pledge
I'm
myself.
going to eat you if you keep doing stuff like
I
that.
pledge myself to you. How about
It's
that?
not-
That was easy.
He's probably. Is he lying?
No, he had the truth serum. He's telling the
I'm
truth.
really trying to lie.
He's really trying to. You can see it in his
It doesn't
eyes.
work, and it's very frustrating.
Yeah. You know, I had the same thing. I had a curse that all I could do was lie. It was the worst.
Yeah,
so
that's called being
I can
born
only
a
imagine
demon.
what it's like just saying nothing but the truth. I feel you.
Yes, I think that's your entire MO. You're a demon, right? You're supposed to be lying and
I'm
eating
not a
babies
demon.
and stuff. I'm
I'm
sorry,
actually
I'm really
surprised
trying
this
not
stuff
to annoy
worked.
you. I can't stop speaking, and when I speak, I tell you the truth about what I think about demons. I fucking hate you all.
We're not demons, though.
Anyway,
You have-
you know
We
where
need
he
holy
is.
water on you. I mean, we'll prove it. We're not demons.
Yeah, I tried to get you to drink the holy water.
Oh, that's what that was. It's. I bet it smelled. Did it smell bad, Beau? Probably smelled like piss.
Yeah,
It does smell like piss.
You said
No,
you
I-
put stuff in there that we didn't want to know anyway.
Holy water.
Oh well.
It always smells like piss.
I thought you put your. You know, you were naked, so I thought maybe you did stuff with the bottle, and that was disgusting, and I wasn't gonna touch it.
Now, why the fuck would I do that to a bottle?
I don't know why you would do half the stuff I've seen you do so far.
Alcohol,
I don't want to
mostly.
know what he did with the bottle. Okay,
terrible
look.
coping
He knows
mechanism.
where Grim is.
I do know where Grim is.
Yeah, where is Grim?
He's right behind you. He's not right behind you. I'm just saying that.
No, where is he?
Yeah.
He's not right behind us, so stop saying that.
Yeah. Yeah.
At
He's
this
a grave
rate, he's
digger. He's a
probably-
grave digger now.
He's
He's a grave digger now.
Yes.
Where? Here?
Yes.
We would know where the graveyard is, right?
There's a few.
Yeah. Which graveyard?
All of them.
It's a gravedigger for all of the graveyards. Okay.
Mm. He does what I wanted to do, but I don't have the balls.
You want something to drink?
Yes. So much.
I hand him the bottle.
Is it
Come
poison?
on, let's go. He's out of the cuffs anyway. Let's go. You can walk around. If you steal anything, though, maybe we will possess you.
All right. Am I inside another
That comes back.
bullshit
That's
world?
cool.
Am I trapped inside my own mind or what? Am I
No,
up there
you're not.
frozen in ice again?
You're trapped inside the guild. You'll be fine. Everyone will take care of you here.
All right. He just sits back down. Drinks.
Oh, come on. We got a bar in here. Let's go.
That's good shit.
We got an old man you can meet. Probably get along with him just fine.
All right.
I start to
Besides
lead him
that-
to where Holcon probably is.
I guess I have to live with demons now.
Is there any sign of Zach?
There is. You step out into the hallway, heading towards the area where Holcon is, where the bar area is, and stepping in, removing a coat, carefully placing it over his arm, you see Zach, and behind him, you see a gentleman in an inquisitor's robe.
Oh.
We're going to switch once again.
Damn.
To the jungle. Once again. You guys are sitting at the table. Suuna, you pull out a card.
Yes.
And
Wheel.
it is the wheel. Yes.
Right. This is very interesting. The wheel.
Good, interesting, bad, interesting.
Intriguing to me. Can mean a number of things.
Like?
Cycle, changing, fate, destiny. A lot of it, if you look at it from a very personal manner, means you've expanded your worldview. You've become more aware of the things at play, and perhaps a change of mind, and that you're potentially aware of your path and your destiny and purpose. It is, in generally speaking, quite a very good card.
So some of that is pretty true.
Well, I'm sure all of it is on some level. Cards
Yeah, I
don't lie.
wasn't kidding about the underground facility, but if anyone knows, you know, it's your life. And his. Then I'll cast a glance over to Toby. Anyone that knows.
But- well, I'm not going to certainly tell anyone. This
Just
here
saying,
motor
it would
mouth
be a
probably
death
won't
sentence.
either.
To tell someone.
No. Who would be interested anyway? You know, just.
And you don't know what they were studying there at that facility?
Not specifically. I'm not, haven't been with him that long. Kind of green.
Right. Well, I don't mind helping someone in need and getting you all sorted and situated, but I don't much like the Inquisition. So if it's all the same to you when you're healed and ready to go, perhaps it's best you go on your way.
Right. I guess I don't know why I had a vision with you.
I don't feel one way or the other about it, so you can stay at my place if you like. It's nicer. A little bit bigger as well. better
you.
taken care
That's
of, you know. So.
very
Or
kind.
even maybe build a wee bit for your birdie friend to live in or something till you get on your feet properly and figure out what you want to do. Because I'm assuming, you know, if you're new and you feel a bit awkward and you're telling us all the secrets and they're probably going into business that you don't really see your future being with the Inquisition, eh?
Well, my whole team. Anyway, you don't care about that.
Don't
I
not
came
care
here
about it. So share
because
if
of
you
the
need
vision.
to share. All right.
And, well, I guess I don't really know why I would need to stay. Maybe I go to Bologna next.
I can't stop you from going there, but I would say please do be careful. It sounds like someone on your team wants to shoot you with a gun.
Who knows? I mean, maybe they're not all real, you know? That man, though, with the yellow eyes, that seems real.
You came to the best place for visions. As soon as all about, you know. So
Visions?
Well, I just
she's
I happen.
Have you had any?
Oh, over my lifetime, yes. That's.
I mean, lately.
Not lately, no.
Right.
How about some more cake?
I'm
so
pretty full.
All
I
right.
have just another reslice. You need to keep your energy up.
Cairo, you said it was, right?
That's right.
Cairo, what were you doing? What happened to your team?
Well, I told you about the facility, but that doesn't mean I can just tell you about our missions. And I mean, I just thought if you know you believed in the war.
We're already. You said we're already basically dead if anyone finds out we know about the one thing. So what's a couple
Right,
more
so
things?
don't ever talk about that.
Of course not.
Yeah. Well, we can't die more than once. I don't think so.
Look, I'm new. I don't know a lot, and I'm not even on the A team.
What does that mean?
Oh, well, you know, their teams are kind of ranked, and well, I was on the B team.
Well, that's second. That's great.
See, like I said, no shame in being second
There's
best.
no exactly. Second place is wonderful.
Right. Well,
How many teams are there?
I don't know exactly. They don't give any of us a lot of information.
Well, it's the Inquisition. I imagine there are many, many, many teams, and so to be number 2 is that you should be very proud. It's nothing like being first place with only 3 teams.
Well, I mean, honestly, they put low ranking people on most teams, and I was the lowest ranked. I've only been with them 5 years.
Only 5 years.
Only 5 years.
Well, Cairo, I don't know what to say except that I think you should. I do think you need to trust in your instincts and your visions. I mean, you were right about me, weren't you?
Well, I had to come here. I had to come to CT, and now I don't know where to go. I don't know.
Why did you have to come here?
My
To
vision.
see me?
You.
You asked me all these questions and I didn't have answers for you, though, right?
Well, maybe you have answers now, you know?
Well,
Well, I mean, what about your friends in Bologna? I mean,
they're fine.
how do you know?
I just know.
They're the kind of folk who can take care of themselves for the sound of it.
And, you know, maybe I'll send a message their way.
Yeah.
Perhaps you could help me with the dishes, Toby.
Sure. Yeah, sure. You just rest here and finish off your cake or whatever.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just finish this.
I shuffle over into the kitchen. Now
Yeah.
listen here. I don't like
What?
telling all of my business to strangers, especially someone who works for the Inquisition.
You're the one that's always talking about your instincts and all that. What do your instincts tell you about that young lass?
I don't quite know about her. I feel like I can't quite get a read on her. But more importantly, she asked me about my friends, and then just as she did it, I felt this growing seed in my stomach of worry and doubt, like maybe they're not okay.
No, I think if you're okay, they're gonna be okay. They sound quite handy.
I'm telling you, I think something might be wrong. I think they might be in trouble.
Well, it sounds like they can handle trouble.
What if they can't? What if he's there? Dave,
Right.
the man with the yellow eyes.
Well, you said he's just
there with them now.
Okay, well, you said he's just a man.
Well, I mean,
Look, no.
maybe. I don't know.
Well, if magic's gone, then he's not going to have any, right?
Well, I
Makes
don't
sense.
know.
Right, well,
What if they? I mean, magic might be gone for us, but we don't really know anything about him. I mean, he left me trapped in a fantasy for a year. I mean, who knows?
Right.
He could be outside of the rules or the laws of whatever's happening here. But I know I can't do anything, and they might be in trouble.
all right. And do you think you're going to be able to help them?
No! I feel useless. I feel like I can't do anything, and I feel like they're in trouble, and
Okay.
you're just telling me to
Right.
kind of calm down and they'll be fine and they can take care of themselves. But what if they cannot take care of
So
themselves?
you do
and I'm
think
sitting
they're
here?
in trouble? I can
No,
hear
I
you.
don't.
Hello.
Sorry, she.
Hello. Excuse
Someone at the
me.
door. What? Oh, this is my house. Just stay right there. I'm coming.
Hello, Suuna.
Yes, I'm coming. And I shakily open the door.
All the way?
Yes, yes. Hello.
You look out, there's a little fierce-looking gnome. He is long, white beard, bald head. He's got piercings. He's got the kind of pointed ears. He's got very pale skin with a slight bluish tint to it. It's the Elder Kenkern. And he looks up at you. He's got a staff, and he says,
Have you seen anyone strange around those parts, Suuna?
I immediately kind of like move the door a little bit so that he can, because just around the corner is my dinner table, and he'll see Kairo. Sorry? Have I what?
You're looking for somebody that may have washed up in a strange boat.
Washed up?
Yes.
No. I haven't seen anyone.
Do you have an owl?
Do I have an owl?
Yes.
That's very funny, but we both know owls don't exist in the jungle.
But you came back here, and do you have an owl with you?
Do I have an owl?
Yes.
No. I don't think so.
There was an owl on your house for 24 hours.
There's an owl on my house?
There was. That's correct.
Oh, an owl sitting on the top of my house.
That's correct.
Toby, get the rake.
What?
Mr. Toby. Are you in there?
he tries to push the door a little bit.
Hold on.
I rush up to the
Mr.
door.
Toby.
Yep, hello.
Have you seen anybody strange around those parts?
Yes, definitely.
We're looking for a castaway. Somebody who may have come in on a boat.
Well, there was someone who's gone for an awful long time who showed up just yesterday, actually, out of the blue.
Yes, can you give us a description of this person?
Well, she's a little bit shorter than I am, but looks a bit older. Carries a staff around, a whole bunch. One of her eyes has gone a bit weird and changed colour since she's been away.
Are you describing
It's not time
Suuna?
for jokes.
Yes, I am describing
Suuna, did you come
She-
back on a boat?
No, I didn't come back on a boat. I walked.
Where have you been?
further in, north. I was taking a sabbatical, meditating, you know.
It's
that
very
sort of thing.
concerning, you understand.
What, that I was gone on sabbatical?
That you
I
returned.
am 62 years old. I don't need to tell you where I'm going and when I'm going off for a bit.
Well, we have discovered an illegal machine.
An illegal machine?
Yes, one of those arcanines that the people use in the city.
Oh, you should perhaps contact the Inquisition right away. If they think it's one of ours, we're in big trouble.
They will probably burn this city to the ground.
Well, even if we tell them that it washed up, surely the Inquisition wouldn't be so monstrous.
It is causing a great sickness among the gnomes.
Oh.
We have all been feeling very, very ill.
No, Oh, Elder, I don't think that's... I don't think that's a sickness from the Arcani. I think we should send some messages to some neighboring cities and maybe even another continent, but I think there's been a global disaster.
I have already done this. There will be an
Great.
attack from the Sverfneblin.
I don't think it's... I don't think that's an issue.
Yes, you do not have to listen to the others. They do not know what they are speaking of.
Listen...
This is not a message from Sylvanus and the guards.
Right.
The attack will come from underground.
No, but no, it's not. Likely not that.
There will be a great war. We will need warriors.
Okay, but we are old.
Yes. The elderly, the young.
Listen,
we must all fight them.
I think I had a vision that magic was dying. I think that's what it is. I don't think anything's going to come and attack. I think we need to band together now more than ever.
That is correct. There is no magic.
But I don't think that's the case from a machine that washed up. I think that's the case everywhere.
Yeah, I think the best idea is just to remain calm, maybe organize something to bring people together.
Mr. Tobit, will you come with me, please? You are well traveled from the big lands. You can come and see it. Perhaps you can figure out what it is. There are many strange controls and buttons.
It's been
I have seen nothing like it before.
It's been an awful long time since I came here. You know that.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't hurt. Maybe you do have some idea of how it works, or...
Right.
Nobody knows how it works. I have asked Glean. I have asked Iki.
Okay. Well, yeah, I guess maybe I should take a look. I think actually I have
It will not cause you to be sick.
I have a ship, a letter that I need to send off. Maybe I can go on one of the ships. Do you mind if I'll come down shortly? I just need to write that real quick.
Very well, you must make haste. There will be war.
All right. I don't think that will be, but I'll be there shortly.
Good day. Welcome back, Suuna.
Thank you. Have a good day, Elder. Would you like some cake for the road?
Yes.
I've made some lemon cake.
I would like some lemon cake, please.
Just right here, and I'll be right back.
Yeah. I interject myself in the door. So strange machine, you say?
That is correct. We believe it is the beginning of war.
Quick, I need you to hide, Kairo, over there.
But you said it came from...
Waves of blood and death will follow it onto these shores. The Sverfneblin will rise.
But why would the Sverfneblin be under the water?
Good point.
Can you hear what he's saying?
Plan with us.
I think if they were going to attack, they wouldn't also affecting the magic bother them too, right?
We must barricade the
How does
village.
the machine work?
I don't know if we need to do that. Well, I think the best thing to do is, I think preparing ourselves for tough times is the way to look at it. Just making sure everyone's safe and has food.
Speaking of, here's your cake, all wrapped up for you, Elder.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
Prepare for
Right,
war.
it's
luck.
it's quite late. Maybe I'll pop down in the morning and I'll take a look and I'll have that later.
I think the war will wait for morning.
Perhaps
I'm
it's
pretty
best
sure
you
it
go
will.
tonight.
Right, I'll head down shortly.
Prepare
But on the
yourselves.
beach, you said. Okay, yep. I'll meet you down there.
Look and listen for anything strange.
Will do. I'll keep my eyes, my eyes open.
Yes.
Mhm.
Great.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Shut the
Turns
door.
around, and he starts moving back towards the town.
Do you think he heard me?
No, I had his entirety of his intention, I'm sure.
Both of you roll me d20s.
Oh, dear God.
Where's Kairo right now?
I asked her to hide.
Hiding in the bedroom.
Yep.
14 from Toby. And a 14 from Suuna. Both of you turn around and begin whispering.
Disgusting.
And you see the Elder Kenkone looking in a window.
Right, but shortly.
He turns around, carries on walking back to town.
Oh, God.
Right, so you want to write
Bellona.
you want to write a letter to your friends. That's what I was thinking. I could.
But I don't have time for a letter. I have to go. They're in trouble. They need me.
But you're just not as useful as you used to be when you had your tricks and stuff that you don't have anymore.
Tricks. Tricks. Right.
Magic.
I am not useless. I'm
Hey.
going.
You're going to give the bad guys a stern talking to.
Yes, I am. If you'll excuse me.
Moral support. Wait, well, how about you wait a wee bit? I'll teach you how to shoot, and you can see if you can pick up a rifle.
I don't need your expertise. I can do it. Thank you.
You can shoot.
No, I can't shoot a whatever that is, but I don't need you. I don't need your help.
Come out now.
Yes, you can come out now.
Yeah.
I killed a god, sir. I don't need your expertise on how to fire a machine contraption. I'll be fine.
Well, it's just if you're going to help them, you might as well be as helpful as you can be. A rifle's pretty useful.
I know the first thing about
People
using
are
a rifle.
for me.
That's why I'm going to
Yes,
teach.
someone's looking for you. There's the machine that you left, the Arcanine, and basically, if we tell the Inquisition, they're going to burn the whole town down. Surprise!
We covered for you, don't worry about it. So Suuna wants to go off and try and save the world. Can you convince her that this may be...
I'd
prepare a little bit? Or
kind of like to go with her.
What?
Well, I mean, I heard you say you're going to Bologna, and that's been in my visions.
Well, Bologna's never been the nicest of places in general before things.
How would you
got
know?
crazy.
Bologna was lovely.
Look, I don't think
Probably-
bickering is going to
It's
get
not
us
bit-
anywhere.
Yes, you heard her. Stop the bickering, Suuna.
I'm not bickering. You're bickering. You're the one that's just like poking
you-
holes in
Both
every
of you
single
are-
idea that I have.
Always
Both of
start
you
the
are bickering.
It's always you.
I'm going to pack. Excuse me.
Well, do you want some of my supplies? Since you...
No, I don't need anything from you.
The owl flies across the room and lands near Kairo and begins pecking at her hair. And that's where we end today's session. Thank you so much for playing, players. We're going to do a quick round of shout-outs because I have one cast member who sent me a message just then that says, if you don't end this right now, I am going
I did not
to
say that.
I'm going to transform into an assassin in real life. I'm going to go
did not
crazy.
say
She said,
that.
I'm going to go
I didn't
crazy.
say anything.
She said, I'm going to head on over to London and I'm going to shank you like you're on the streets of London.
It wasn't because of vending. I just said that randomly, actually.
Yes. That is the end of today's session. Thank you so much for playing, players. And thank you so much for watching, watchers. We'll do a quick round, a speed round of shout-outs so we can see where and when you can find these wonderful casters. Also, you may notice that there's another piece of art there by young Lucifer of the elusive Hippotobith. And so that's the full roster of people. I tweeted something from the Tablestory Twitter as well that has a better look at them if you want to see them all next to each other and it's not all faded. So thanks, Lucifer. And let's do a quick round of shout-outs. Let's go around starting with young Aura Oakfall. And then, that's crazy. Madness.
I'm glad you couldn't hear me because I wasn't speaking properly, so that worked out for me. I'm Katie Peters Plays. I played Aura for you today. I need to know, Brad, what wet potatoes are.
I know you
feel like I just really need to know this information. So can we please maybe next week answer what wet potatoes are?
Maybe. Guess we'll have to find out. That's the real cliffhanger.
That's my real cliffhanger. It's been fun to watch everybody else's stories. I'm excited to catch up with everybody. And yeah, watch me on Twitch at Katie Peters Plays and talk to me on Twitter at PlayKatiePlay.
You should finally be there next week as well. So you'll finally be reunited with some of them, at least.
Yay!
And who's next? Young Pumpkin Berry.
Hello. Hi, I'm PB and I played Suuna for you today. You can find me at Twitch and Twitter at Pumpkinberry. I'm also here on Wednesdays GMing Gone, our surreal thriller using Nibiru system. And yeah, I'm playing Silent Hill on my own channel if you want to come check that out. And that's about it.
Nice. What about young Zakotakos?
Hi everybody, I'm Zgarkis. I played Hippotobith. I hope you enjoyed. You can find me here on Tablestory on Tuesdays also, where I play Alexander Pippin, a reckless Ravenclaw student, second year at Hogwarts. It's a great old time. Things are happening. It's exciting. You can follow me everywhere as Gorkis on all the places. I have been streaming various things, but mostly I've been trying to play Among Us because it's so much fun. I'll be recording a new episode of my podcast, this Godcast, where I sit down with cool friends and just have chats tomorrow. I won't say who the guest is yet, but there's a teaser on my Twitter if you want to just look and see if you can guess who it is. But recording that tomorrow will probably go up on my Patreon either tomorrow or the day after, and then a couple of days after that, everyone will have it to view. So
I hope I know who it is.
By next week, you should have all had access to it and listened to it, and I can't wait to see what you thought about it. Okay?
There will be
Thanks
a test. What about you, Tuesday?
I am Tuesday Gray. You can find me at Tuesday Gray on Twitch and Twitter. And I had fun playing Kairo, and I can't wait to see what's up with Keepy next week.
Yeah.
Trying to tell me something. Thanks for watching.
Maybe it's just an owl. Who knows? Owls are weird. What about Beau? Or the elusive,
so much.
the elusive Zolmus, the demon that Beau looks like, that they all met. That Beau swore himself to.
Yeah.
And then Kalugi's like, you guys are demons. I know it. And you're like, no, we're not. Let's tie him up and torture him. Fucking beautiful, dude.
Poor Kalugi.
Oh, bless his old heart. Anyway, where can people find you, Beau?
Hi, I'm Dispy. You can find me here on Twitch and Twitter at DispyRx. I played Bobobo for you today. Check out all these wonderful people here too, please. They're amazing, and I'm so honored to be a part of this cast and have Brad as our GM. I'm also here on Fridays, part of the Jameis View. If you like bank heists, drugs, and lots of baboons, it's got a lot of that in it. So yeah, thank you so much for all the fun today, everybody.
No, thank you, demon. And then and the other demon, who really wants to go, so I won't spend any more time introducing her. She needs no introduction. She's desperate to get out of here because she's got things to do.
I didn't say any of this. I didn't say any of this.
It's my own guilt.
ever.
This is how my own guilt manifests. I really wanted to end on time.
I'm not mad at all.
Yeah, where can people find your pocket? Apart from on a plane coming over to kill me. I'm kidding. Go.
Yeah, I'm already there on a plane. My name's Pocket. I played the kidnapper, torturer, and demon today. And you can find me at Pocket on Twitter and on Twitch.
I'm surprised you didn't go and just get some holy water. I mean, I guess it wouldn't be proof.
I was going to, but should I say what I went and did instead?
Yeah, you can do, yeah.
I went to make sure that that the hit on Grim didn't go through.
Yeah. Yeah, I did wonder whether you
put a hit on him and went, don't do it.
Yeah, and you cancelled it last minute. So the thing with that made me laugh is I think, and I'll have to double check my notes, but I'm pretty sure that the person that got the hit and was going to go and do it was the gnome that you murdered.
Yeah.
Like he had the...
Well,
that you
it was
as a
an
group.
accident, all right.
Yeah. So I think he was the one that was going to go and do the hit, so it muddied it enough that it gave him time. Because I remember thinking, like, would he even be dead when you went originally to go and deal with your first quest in Bologna to go and see Igan and that. So that's where she went. She went to confirm that that the hit didn't go off, and that's where he is, which it didn't. Which you confirmed at least that is.
I debated the holy water thing, but then the truth serum was a better. I liked it better, so I went with it.
Yeah, no, it was good. I actually straight up forgot you had the truth serum as well, so it was a great reveal even for me. All right, well, thanks again for watching, everybody. I hope you had fun. We'll be back next week with another episode. We should see Aura arrive in Bologna. Whether she finds the other two before they're immediately murdered, we just don't know. Will Kairo kill everyone in CT? We just don't know. The answer is yes. I've absolutely no doubt whatsoever. That's why she's there. Thanks again for watching. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.